There you go. That is Lloyd Spiegel. You're on ARI. That was Tokyo Blues. How you going out there? All good? You're on ARI. Okay, who have we got up next? Just going through the list here. Let's get another one on from Lloyd. This is The Hustle. Hey, that's Lloyd Spiegel. You're on ARI, which is Australian Radio Indie. Up next, we're going to turn it down a bit. This is the Adam Eckersley Band and Give Her the World. You're on ARI, Australian Radio Indie. Heaven only knows why you stay. There's so many more in the world, and good women in the world. That's pretty clear, right? If you got one okay. Go. Look at no. There you go with the Adam Exley Band and Give Her the World. And yeah, that was a recording that's going to air another day. Yes. And I'll stop that because it doesn't sound right. So I've got to get the mix. I don't know what's wrong with this audio coming through. But anyhow. Okay. Well, that didn't work then, did it? Where are we? I just, let me find the invite. As usual, I just thought I'd give this a crack for a little bit. And I'm just doing this, and doing this. And yeah, there you go. Who'd like to come up and have a chat? Since I'm home alone. Yeah, well, radio, I'm still got about another hour to do. So I'll do that later tonight. And welcome.
Hello.
How are you today, my dear?
Good. I got Humber breakfast on my teeth. Hang on.
Hang on. There we go. We want to go that. We'll go that way. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
And how's the lovely Yorkshire today?
It is lovely. It is blue skies here. We're up for a warm week this week, so yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to some sunshine. We're at 5 degrees Celsius at the moment, and the sun's setting, and it's just for me. I'm a big sook. You know, I like 15 Celsius. I like that sort of 15 to 25, and give me that all year. Hey, Cindy Brown, how are you? Cindy Brown, have you got a?
Hey, Cindy.
Like, could someone educate me? Cindy Brown, have you got a channel? Probably have, like everyone has. But have I found it? Oh, good work, Tom. Awesome. That would be absolutely great. I want some footage of that if you do. But yeah, Tom Garvey, he wants to gig one more time, he said, and he's just no, I do not. Okay, well, mate, I used to be exactly like you, Cindy. I used to comb the YouTube and watch and listen and look but yeah, you definitely. Where am I? Am I here? No, I'm not. Am I here? No, I'm not. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Hang on, Blue.
All right.
I'm just. Why isn't that in there?
That's better.
Anyway, yeah, I was finishing some radio that had to go to air, and I thought I'll just click a live. There we go. Sorry about that. That was me again. And just seeing, yeah, just Charlotte. I really, well, I'm in the wrong place in Tasmania, as Blue would know if I wanted those temperatures, but so be it. Like, it's lovely. You got to give up a little to get a lot, don't you, Blue?
You do. Yep. I mean,
That's
I
why we
came
get-
over here. The last place I lived in Australia was Queensland.
Too hot, too humid. We almost bought a place on one of those little islands off Stradbroke Island there.
Right.
What was that one called? And we went up there and we looked around, and it was nice, but it was like what we've always had, if you know what I mean. Like, we lived on Lake Macquarie, so it was always something too similar.
Nice.
And the lovely Mrs. J wanted to. There was she had a bit of an illness and had a few issues, and when she got over that, she said, "You know what? We're getting too old to." What do you do when you get old? Like, what do you do when you reach 60? You either go, "I'm bunkering down here, and this is where I'm going to finish," or you go, "You know what? I've still got another 20 good years in me. Let's get another adventure going." So we jumped, what, 2 states to come down to Tassie, and yeah, we're down here now having a bit of fun, and I'm always up for a challenge.
Yeah, I used to live Newcastle, between Swansea and Newcastle.
Yeah, well, I had a house, you'd know where this is, on the lake at Mannering Park.
Nice. We were at Marks Point.
Well, that's even nicer.
Yeah, it was.
Caves Beach. What a lovely location. You've got Caves Beach, you've got Catherine Hill Bay, you've got, that's one of, it's far enough away from Sydney that you don't get the weekend warriors as much as you do on the Central Coast.
Absolutely. I have a sister that lives up in Caves Beach. She's been there since the original houses on the hills were being built, because hers is one of them. She built that one. So
hello.
Yeah, nice. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Philippines. What think you?
So it's Mario, is it? Mario? Yeah. Hi, how are you?
From Philippines, watching, support.
Yeah, you're from the Philippines. You'll be hot and humid over there, mate, I'm sure. Yeah, so that's not a bad area there, Blue, on that, like, mid-north, it's not the mid-north coast, the south of Newcastle. It's sort of like a hidden gem for holidays, and people just bypass it. They jump on that motorway and they just keep heading north, and they're missing out on a lot there. Yep, how you going?
I stay here long, stay.
Yeah. So, what part of the Philippines are you in?
From UA?
I missed that one. Where are you at?
What?
She's like having a third conversation.
My Tagalog's not good enough for this.
I know. Well, I'm just going to.
I'm here, Philippines.
Yeah, I gathered that. Yeah. How's your English?
I cannot speak English.
No.
Ay,
Well,
maybe.
I don't even know what language they speak in the Philippines.
Tagalog.
Oh, well, I'm out of that.
Yeah.
May kami galab siya dyan. Diba?
Oh,
My
mate.
Tagalog is less than fundamental, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, thanks for popping in, Mario.
No? Ay, Marian is maybe na lang, maybe.
They speak the Philippines, my friend. This is the first for me.
Mhm.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was
That's okay.
Mario. Where did Mario come from?
I have no
Obviously,
idea.
on the net.
Maybe check who's in the green room before you pop them up, love.
Yes, I'm green. I'm very green. That's why I've got you on.
Oh dear.
Yes, thanks, Tom. Yeah, it's that sign language, maybe. Yeah, the green room. How many green rooms have you actually? How'd you go? Did you do your TV show yet?
I did.
No. How did that go?
It went
Tell us all
really
about
well. It was exhausting. It's taken me a week to recover because we did 3 days filming in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a lot of stuff to do there. And then I had projects to do at home as well. So that on top of the other. And I'm just like, that's enough. Thank you very much. I ain't doing nothing for the rest of the week.
Wow. Just sorry, you're busy, and yeah. I'm just getting a couple of messages from elsewhere, not YouTube.
That's okay.
I just seen Nightbot pop up. So yes, I did play with Nightbot, and I think you put radio. Type in radio and see if your channel comes up, and then type in the weather and town and state. I think it comes up too. So yeah, good on you, Tom. Come on, Granny, you can do it. Granny, I hate. There we go. There we go.
Yay!
Awesome. It actually works.
That is cool.
Now try weather. Let's have a look at this. Gotta spell it. Yes, this is exciting. And I see your videos that you put out on the bookshelf. That was a lot of hard work.
It was. I mean, I made the original TV unit and bookshelf 2013, so nearly 10 years ago. And somewhere along the way, from the move from when I moved from where I was living in Devon to up here when I moved in with Tanny, 2 of the shelves got broken. And it's possibly just because they'd warped and snapped when we were pulling it apart. So he decided not to bring them, which was fine, because we didn't really have room for them where he lived, where we were living previously. Yeah. So they were in storage. And then we discovered one of the uprights was missing just after I finished doing the shelves, the replacement shelves. So I had to walk down to the hardware store, to the timber yard, which is about 500 yards that way, and bring it back on my walker, because I walk with walker. Because because it was £30 for the piece of wood. I wasn't going to pay another £20 to get it delivered 500 yards up the road. It was just like, you can forget it, mate. But I need to get these things finished, so I'm going to walk it, and I did.
I'll take my hat off to you. They were pretty big, solid pieces, and it looked like once it's up, it's not going to.
It's not going anywhere.
No,
it's not going anywhere. And what I really loved was when I was down at the timber yard, because I bought it to go and collect it. I bought it on the internet and then went in to collect it. And the guy there says, "Oh, I'll carry it to your car for you." And I went, "Ta-da!" And he went, "What?" I went, "This is my car." Just pointing at the wall.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, that's. So what happened then? What did he do then? He looked at you and went,
his face was a picture. I wish I'd taken a picture of it because seriously, it was amazing. He was like, "You're gonna walk this?" And I went, "I only live up the end of the road."
yeah.
So, I don't really want to pay 20 quid's delivery for this. And he went, "Fair enough." He said, I'll get you as far as the gate. And then he actually took me across the road because there's another it's quite an industrial state. So he took me across the road to make sure that I didn't get knocked over by the trucks across the road. And yeah, that was where I went. And then off I went. I took a lot of stops on the way home though. Because
right.
It was a job. It's a distance for me, unfortunately, but it had to be done. No one else was going to do it. Tanny was at work and I needed to get it done because it was driving me mental.
Well, you're a woman on a mission. I tell you, when you want something done, I think you're that sort of personality. You just grab it
done
by the hands and get it done.
Yeah.
Yes. So like I said, well, I've tried a few things on video. I was going to put stuff out, and I've actually done the edits, and I thought, no, you know what, that's really bad. It's not bad. It's average. And I thought, no, I'm going to start trying to put stuff out. Yes, Charlotte, it was quite a feat. And yeah, Charlotte's just amazed by your superpowers of getting it done.
It's a 2x8. It was a 2x8 that was 8 foot long, Charlotte. So yeah.
How did you manage it?
4 meters. I just put it on the seat. No, I just put it on the seat, so it was almost like a seesaw. And just off I toddled.
Oh man, that would have been a sight. Was anyone walking up the footpath and went, "Look at this"?
No, but there was a lady coming up the road down as I was going.
Now that would have been a sight.
Yeah.
You should have videoed that. That would have been like, even for a blooper, like put little bits and pieces at the end of your build.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but honestly, my hands, I had to really concentrate on the walking part of it, and I only had my phone on me. So if I set my phone up on my walker, the chances are it would have landed on the floor, and then I wouldn't have had one.
I've got one of the GoPro vests, and you put the camera goes right about right in between the man boobs, and it works well. And I've used that in some music videos for people. We were doing a song that was a surf related one, and it was all about diving under the ocean. And you do the shots like this, and then you think, what's it look like if I just go into the water, or not me, but the person goes into the water and the waves hit them, and then they dive in, and all you see is the sand. You know how cool sand looks underwater when the waves rolling. Yeah, it was one of those shots, and it was just, and I think I bought it all just before the music video. I had all these thoughts on what will I do and how can I make it different. And I thought, I'll just go on like Gumtree and have a look around and see what's for sale in GoPro secondhand. Switch clamps and different things. And this guy was selling this for about $10 or something stupid. And I thought, well, I can't lose if I buy it. So I just bought them, and I've still got that stuff here now.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, one day I might be brave enough and jump in the Bass Strait water here and swim with the penguins.
I'd be cool with one on my head, but I think if I put it on my chest, I'd poke someone's eye out.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Someone's just walked in the door. I'll be back.
Yeah, you're right. No probs. All right. So, would anyone else would like to jump up? Charlotte, anybody that's in the chat? It's only a handful of us there. We're all friends. I was only doing this for a short while. I wasn't going to go all night. I was just doing a test for the radio, actually, and
All good.
you fixed him up. I mean, you sorted that problem out, I should say.
It's not a problem. It's Tanny. He's just popped in on his way out on his
nice.
delivery. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, my day, right? I planted yesterday, I planted some broccoli and peas and beans in a new garden bed. I put a bit of a fence around it, but not gated. So there's a little bit, if the wallabies want to get in there, they can. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to fence everything off. I'll just see if they take to it. Some plants in the garden, some plants they'll just eat straight away, and other plants they just leave alone. So I'm just trying to work out what vegetables they don't like or what they do like. And they took 2 broccoli plants out, and but they didn't take, what do they call them? Like cardboard pods that you put the seedlings in, and then you put the whole. So that they even ripped the whole thing out of the ground, the little buggers. But only 2. There was like 30 there. So they probably tasted the broccoli and went, look, what's this garbage? I'll go back to eating grass.
That's okay. That's fine. They
Maple.
can do that. They've just, at some point, they're going to have to learn that they actually taste really good in pie. They keep doing it. Yeah.
Wallabies, yeah. Broccoli pie. No,
pie.
Yeah, well, there was 3 in the yard. I like when we first moved in, we had 20 in the yard at night, and they're solitary animals. Like they're not herd animals. So these little ones are like loners. The mothers kick them out out of the pouch, very young. And we get some real little adorable little young ones, and they look at you like, who's this? Because you walk out and you look at them, and they look at you, and you look at them, and they look at you, and they don't know whether you're friend or foe. And then they're just doing their thing. But you get these big male ones that just come in and they just grunt and carry on and just make a mess. Let me tell you, kangaroo droppings or scat or whatever you want to call it. Are lovely little balls, and they're lovely for your garden. They're like sheep. It's lovely. But these paddy melons, it's not like that at all. It's not pleasant. And we won't even discuss. You don't want to shred up.
Chuck on the compost heap though, rather than kangaroo you can chuck straight on. Paddy melons not so much. So they'd probably be a bit more onto the heap to break down with that stuff.
Well, it's wet. I'll tell you that. It's and it's green. It's green, like because obviously that's all they eat.
Yeah.
And so no, well, I'm losing the audience, which is wonderful. But
okay, hang on a sec.
Yeah, I'll say hi.
Okay, so I've been soaking some cocoa coir out the front, and Tanny's just informed me that the local cats have decided that it was a good idea to play in.
Okay, cocoa. What is it?
Cocoa coir. So cocoa coir is the husk of the brown part of the
coconut. Yeah, right.
And it's used as a compact form of compost. They come in 5 kilo boxes, and it makes 75 liters of compost.
Oh wow!
So it's usually a lot cheaper than normal, but yeah. So we do have quite an issue with local cats around here, but the idea is that I do my front beds this morning. So my very large son, who makes a very nice human vice, as you saw in the in the shelf video. He's coming over to give me a hand this morning with putting those beds in, but we're going to cover them with netting so that the cats and the local fox can't get in there.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
foxes are quite common over in your way, aren't they? Like
Mhm.
they don't seem to be. You do see dead ones on the freeway around here, but you don't really see them running around like you do.
Yeah, see, they're a bit of a problem in Australia because they're introduced, like the rabbits are, and like the camels are, and all the other ferals that are running around the place. Whereas here, this is where they actually belong. And people have a problem with them when they're in town, but it's like, well, you put your house where they're
Sure, where they've been living.
so you know you're going to have to tolerate that. We have one that comes and visits on a regular basis at about between 4 and 7 in the morning, every morning, comes and visits. So we put water out for him because he's a young one. And he did get injured probably about a week after we moved in. He turned up with a leg injury. So whether he got into a fight with another local dog or someone had chucked something at him or something, but he's running around with a limp now. So we sort of kept an eye on him, especially during the hot weather, to make sure that he had food and water.
Caring and sharing, sort of a soul. I think in Australia they would have brought out the baseball bats and the, to get rid of
I wouldn't have tolerated him in Australia.
No, yeah.
Because they're not native, and I have bit of a strong view about non-native species in Australia and people allowing their cats to run around and their dogs to run up and down the street and stuff.
We've got a cat that's probably 9 years old or eight and a half.
Yeah.
It was brought home by the daughter a long time ago, and the daughter has obviously left home and the cat's stayed behind. And it's like, I'm a dog person, not a cat person, but it's sort of it's got doggy mannerisms. Like it nudges you in the head, it walks up to you and hits you and says it's time for food or there's a problem somewhere.
That's his mate.
He just hits you in the head. He says, come on. And, he wants you to do something. But he sits in the sunroom out the front. He looks at the ships coming and going. Because we're up high and cats love being high, he's looking down at all the people walking around. And, he's having a great old retirement here. But he's never left the house. He's been indoors his whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because we had an apartment before this, and he was in the apartment.
Night, Granny.
See you, Charlotte. But he was. I don't know. The doors that you can open the back door to come out to take close to the line, and he looks, and he's not sure whether to come out. So I don't know if I'm doing the wrong thing or the right thing, but he just knows he's, inside he's got all the amenities he needs. He's getting fed. He's warm.
Yeah.
He's got no bugs to worry about.
Yeah, well, I only had our cat because she was a rescue, and I was told that she was not going to live the year out, and that was back in 2013.
Oh, sorry, Tom. Yeah.
She's now, hey, Tom.
All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Keto Cook.
Las Vegas, Nevada. What's up, guys?
Hey.
We're just talking about cats, I'm just having a bit of a test run, which failed with music.
That's all good.
Yeah, just saying hi, seeing who's out there. No one was on. I thought I'll just do a bit of a trial run.
I had a fun day today. I'm in this collaboration for September. What is it? It's hashtag the last chance cook-off is what it's called.
Oh, you're in the last chance cook-off. Awesome.
Well, I filmed it today, and I filmed the whole thing in slow motion.
Good for you.
No, I didn't want to do that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck did I do?
But you can speed it up.
I have a poor man's GoPro, so I must have hit the screen on it, and
Poor man.
hit it in slow motion. I mean, I just couldn't. I looked at my wife. I said, "Are you kidding me?" So I'm no audio. So now I got to do the whole thing. Well, I can't do the whole thing over because I did seafood. I did lobster and clams and shrimp.
You just got a voice over it.
Yeah, so now I got to do the voiceover, and I hope I can speed it up so I don't look like the Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
Running around.
How do you process your videos? What program do you use?
I use what the heck's it called? Same thing Belt Loop uses. Out? I can't remember what it is right now.
But usually on my program, right, you just you grab the start of your video or the back of your video or wherever you want to go, and if you hit control and you just slide it one way and it crunches it and makes it everything go faster.
Yeah.
Or you pull it the other way and it'll slow it down.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that has that on there. What is it called? I forget. I got so much stuff going on right now. I just got the list from the guy that I auditioned for.
Mhm.
He sends me out a
Oh yeah.
280 songs.
Oh man.
You know, I'm going to be
Just a
68. You know, but this is what this one is for. These gigs are for. He told me Wednesday nights at some of the small casinos here in Vegas, and it's for an hour and a half show each Wednesday.
Cool.
Nice.
So I can deal with that. You know what I mean?
That's
So
awesome.
how many weeks you got to practice before it kicks off?
We got I think 3 weeks.
Yeah, nice. You'll be right, mate. Only 200
3
songs.
weeks. But here's the kicker, Jones. He wants to use my electric set.
Nothing wrong with
No regular drums. Yeah, so
You know, the best part about that is when you plug into the desk and the guy says, sound check, and you go, he goes, yep, I've got you.
we're done. We're done here.
Because, yeah, he just adjusts the whole kit with one slide, basically.
Yeah, and what else was funny? I mean, I'm sitting at a small desk here, and I have an office chair that I sit in right now, and my drums are right here. So I just spin around and I can play. But I got used to sitting on the office chair. I don't like the throne no more to sit on the throne.
Yeah. I go numb, actually.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if he's going to object to me bringing the office chair, or if the casinos. There is a couple casinos there that have house drums, so
Okay.
We'll see how that works. You know, this should be fun. I mean, the group lost a bass player. He actually died from COVID.
Oh.
And so he's been auditioning other people, and the singer, the guy who's running this thing, has just got done with a blood disorder. His cat scratched him. That sounds like a song, don't it?
Yeah.
Cat scratched him, and he got infantago, and then he got something else for it. He wound up in the hospital for almost 3 weeks from that. So
yeah,
well,
cats. You never know what they walk in, and then they
cat
scratch
scratch fever. Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
So, Blue, nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Tom.
I understand you're in the UK, right?
I am.
Cool. Very good.
I'm
Very
in
good.
the UK. It is first thing in the morning. It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
So when they actually say it's a small world, it really is, isn't it?
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how Australia. What do you get when you get a Australian, American, and a Pommy together? You're on
Great conversation.
You're on live on YouTube. I was going to say.
Yeah, live from the world.
Yeah.
I said, "Boy, Jonesy must be doing his show." I said, "No."
Oh well, I was going to try it, but the audio was terrible. So
I tried to put my earbuds in because I had it on my phone, and I tried to get it lined up on that, but by the time you did it, you went mute. So
yeah, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line in somehow and work it. But I just thought on my other channel, not this channel probably, but on my other channel, I'll probably do some live radio shows and
Cool.
just, well, they'll be live for everybody but the actual radio station because it'll be pre-recorded, but be live
Yeah.
on YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it when you're when you do a radio live in the studio, it's live and you sort of get the groove and the edge, and you get the feel for the songs and what's up next, and then you think what's going on. You enjoy it, and when you do it like pre-recorded, you go, okay, what 15 songs? Yeah, that one. Yeah. And then you sit here and you just go clonk first song in, then you go, hey, that was, and blah blah blah. Up next,
Yeah, exactly.
and you drop it in, and then you come back and go, well, did you enjoy that one? You know, like
That's
Yeah.
like creating a video in slow motion. I mean,
yes. So,
I
something
could not
like
believe
that.
I did that. I mean, I was like mortified. I said, "What the heck?" And
What?
Marie,
What
my
happened?
wife, she goes, "You're kidding me, right?" She said, "I got to eat more seafood." No. Leave it alone.
So what
If
happens
she
when
doesn't want it, you can send it over here, mate, because I'll have it. I'm happy to have it. All donations welcome.
What
You
I
know,
did
when-
was on this collab, they're doing everything has to be cooked outside,
Mhm.
and I live in an apartment. I live in a 55 and older apartment. Okay,
Mhm.
and we downsized, so the only thing I have is an electric smoker. I'm a retired chef, so
Hey.
I do my keto
Mm.
stuff and everything else like that. So I entered into this thing just to do it and try to improvise. I like to do things off the cuff, out of the ordinary type of thing. So I hooked up I smoked my intention was to do a whole lobster,
Mhm.
okay, and then split it open and then stuff the cavity with seafood.
Ooh.
Okay, so I was going to do some clams, some mussels, um, scallops, and shrimp. Well, out here in Vegas, I couldn't find. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey originally.
could find an ocean, catch
Yeah,
some fish?
I could not find the whole lobster. And if I to have
wow.
one flown, have something flown out here, I mean, it was like I think it was like $190
Wow.
US
Is it
for.
worthwhile talking to some of, like, do you know any of the restaurant guys near you?
Yeah, they just it's like. So I got a hold of the collaborator who was doing everything, and I said, look,
Mhm.
I'm going to switch this thing up. I'm just going to use lobster tails. I can get that, and the rest of the stuff. Okay, no
Mhm.
problem. So I said, today's a good day. Sunday is a beautiful day outside. And I got everything going. Got the camera set up. The home. I must have hit something on there because it has icons for the different video,
Mhm.
and I must have hit slow motion. So, but I guess I'll work through it. He said he wanted it 10 minutes or more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes being a thing. Well, I told Marie, with this slow one here, I said, it's going to be a documentary.
Well, it might be good as slow mo for those who need to know step by step and take their time.
It'll be boring. Very
How does
boring.
how does the lovely Marie survive knowing that there's a qualified chef living with her?
She loves it. What are you talking about? She's one of the best dishwashers I have ever had.
So you do the cooking all the time, or do you try to
No, most of the
share
time
her?
Marie's Italian, so Marie makes her Italian food everything from scratch. But since we've been doing the keto life for the past year, pastas and stuff like that, or she makes a killer Italian cheesecake that. But we haven't had that in a while. So she's been laying back, and whenever she gets on my nerves, I use every pot in the house. So just to get even. But now it's gotten
brilliant.
Now it's gotten to the point where she'll turn around and say, "Are you making a video today?" And I look at her and say, "Well, what's the matter? You didn't find your way to the kitchen?" So, but no, it's good. Yeah, I enjoy cooking, and besides, being retired keeps us busy, keeps us active, and
Yeah.
I'm going to start a new deal this year where I'm not so strict keto anymore. I still keep it no sugar and stuff like that, but I'm loosening up a little bit on the carbs. but we're doing a lot of specialty stores here. So I just started out with an Asian store. I just did. So looking at all the different vegetables and stuff. So we're going to try to flip it around a little bit instead of the same mundane stuff every day.
Yeah, I get that. There's actually there's a couple of new products that have come out. I don't know if they've come out over there. I have seen a couple of YouTubers use them, and I've managed to find them over here. There's actually quinoa that's being made with, pasta made with quinoa now instead of wheat. And there's also kelp noodles.
Yep, I seen them. Hard to find.
They're absolutely incredible, actually.
I'm going to experiment with some.
And just wow.
I'm going to experiment with some hearts of palm.
Mm.
And they also have seaweed. And I found this Seafood City. It's by me here. That's where I just did the video on. It's Oriental, so it's Philippine, Chinese, Japanese, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try some of their vegetables, and I'm going to try to cut them into some pastas and stuff like that. Some stuff die hard, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Stuff like that I use zucchinis, and I use things like butternut squash.
Oh yeah.
Also, sweet potato makes great noodles.
Spaghetti squash too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that you can use, and it's just about cutting them into those threads. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a head game that we're so used to it. You know, have the pasta or have the breads. I used to like sausage, peppers, and onions on a roll, Italian roll. Okay?
Yeah.
I get done with it after a little while. I get indigestion, heartburn. Everybody blamed it on either the hot peppers or the sausage. Nobody ever blamed it on the bread. Okay.
Yeah.
I can eat the same thing without the bread, no heartburn. So, that's what I tell you. Bouger, how you doing? Bouger Prepper.
Yay. Hey, Bouger.
She's got a great channel. Great person.
Yeah. And to hang out for 24 hours with, what's his name? Man, I'm having an old man's moment. He had 24 hours of not the barbecue chef. It's the chef with the rubs. What's his name?
Oh, Drunken Chef.
Drunken Chef. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, she was tough.
I need a beer. He's got a beer. I need one now.
She stayed with him. I was up a little bit, not that late into the night, but I was up a little bit, and I felt a yawn coming on, and I didn't know where to look. You had to do the yawn so nobody would fall asleep.
See, like Drunken Chef done a live, whatever time of the day it was, Sunday morning or whatever it was, but it was like, I don't know, 2 a.m. or something crazy time here, which
6 o'clock. Yeah.
And well, you get everyone's doing their lives for Sundays and Saturdays, and like you've got to like time it. Like usually Belt Loop comes on at around midnight over his way, which is about 12:30 there now. So I was basically just doing a bit of a test run to see if he went live, and then I was just going to drop off and go say hi to him. But it doesn't look like he's on unless someone can tell me any different. But
he's over in different live.
He is?
At the moment, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, I'm just hanging. Like I said, I was just trying that thing, and it's I love looking at the channels. Like, you show me how to cook the simple way. Like my missus goes and buys. What do you call you get chicken on a stick and it's all been sautéed and.
Honey chicken stick. We were talking about them.
Yeah, she gets a big packet of them when they're all like they sell them when they're on special. She goes and buys all this honey chicken stuff, but she takes them off the stick, and then she cuts up like capsicum, onions, and carrots, and like stir fry, and just chucks them in the stir fry. When she first made it, I thought, "Geez, this chicken tastes nice. How'd you do this?" And they're funny pieces, funny pieces of chicken. And she said, "Oh, I've got a special recipe," and I'm thinking, "Let's go." 5 minutes to do it, and I thought, And then when I found the I was taking the rubbish to the bin, I thought, hello, what's going on here?
Yeah. The older I get, I'm getting lazy. I mean, doing stuff and everything. They have this Oriental store I went to. I got down to. I've been in there before. I get some of the vegetables there, but in and out real fast. And this time I really walked around and looked at it. Looked at everything and all the different sauces they have, and they have small fish. All kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I used to buy at one butcher shop back east and out here was the pork belly. Okay.
Mhm.
And go through the prep. I take the skin off it, and a lot of preparation. Like I said, I'm getting older now, and I'm starting to lose my patience with things. And so I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I looked, and they had.
Skin off of pork.
I mean, if you cook it, it gets too. Half the time you can't chew it, But to get into the bacon part of it and make the burn ends and stuff. So anyway, I'm looking and I'm saying, holy crap, look at this. It's already done. I said, I love this place. In fact, that one little Chinaman can walk up past, I'm going to hug him. Come here, over here. Give me a hug. I love that you did here. But
yeah. Well, man, Australians, like, what's an Australian will go chuck a steak on either the barbie or the frying pan, peas and corn or something in the pot, and then chips in the oven. They don't even fry the chips, and that's basically like Monday to Friday. It's just I've grew up something similar to that sort of routine.
Being a chef, people come up to me and say, "Hey, can you make this dish? Can you make that dish?" I'm sure I could if I looked at the recipe and stuff. But in a restaurant setting, okay, you do the same stuff that's on the menu 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So if you have pasta, chicken, veal, beef, pork, okay, and fish on your menu, that's what you do every day. Same stuff. So yeah. So I mean, it just when people ask you that, well, can you make that? Well, must not be a good chef because you can't make Polish food. No, I'm not working in a Polish restaurant,
I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, hey, is that, there's very few chefs, very minimal chefs that get to change the menu on a regular basis.
Exactly.
And choose what they're going to be doing and have the freedom to do that. Normally, you have to have your own place to do that. It's got to be fairly high end. Otherwise, you're cooking the same thing day in, day out for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Hey, John, what's up? The funny part about it is that when the salesman would come around, they have different things that they're selling on sale and stuff like that. So that's how you would come up with the specials. They have a couple things on a special menu, but basically everything stayed the same. And you know what I find odd right now? Not odd. I guess with the times and stuff, where you can get any kind of vegetable any time of the year.
Yeah.
When I was back in the business, it was seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
You got you got corn, you got tomatoes and stuff like that. If you use that kind of stuff. So right now you can get anything you want at any time.
Yeah, where they store stuff like oranges and apples and stuff out here, like when you see the rooms that they store it, and they I don't know what they chill the air with some sort of I don't know if it's a chemical. I suppose it is a chemical to try to keep it for another month or two because they're trying to get rid of the last lot of stuff that they've just shipped out.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's just
the amount of waste is ridiculous. It really, really is.
And
it's
out here when they were going strong out here before the pandemic hit. But out here they were doing food banks. They would take whatever was left from the buffets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they'd load them up in the truck and set up these different things for people to eat and stuff, which I thought was a pretty good thing. But in our country, it's everybody overeats, and there's just a waste of food.
Yeah. Well, see, over here, food banks, people are reliant on them. There's about 2 million people in the country, 2 million families that are absolutely, if they didn't have food banks, they would be starving.
Yeah. Wow.
And in a first world country, it's disgusting.
Yes,
Absolutely disgusting.
that's a shame. No, and don't get me wrong. Over here too, I mean, everybody says, well, everybody bitches and moans about California. Well, there's so many homeless out there in California. What's the climate?
Oh,
Nobody wants to be homeless in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
No,
In the wintertime. So where are you going to go? You're going to go to California. You know, whatever you're going to do out there. Even here in Las Vegas, there's a ton of people that are homeless. It's a shame.
How's that dam going? Are they still going drier and drier, and they're still finding?
They just found body this morning.
Oh man, that's sad.
Wow.
Yeah, they just found another body this morning. Which, I mean, you know,
plenty of videos out there.
Going out and they're coming to the surface, or
the water's receding so much. It's dry out here so bad that the lake is actually
they're finding barrels and they're scared to open them up.
And they're just appearing, you know, in the mud. There's one picture of a speedboat that's sitting like this.
Yeah, no, I've been watching that. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
But you can't.
What about the guy with the houseboat? You know, like his houseboat broke down, so he put it on the edge of the water to get the guy, so the guy can come out there and walk out and basically fix it. By the time the guy got there, he was high and dry. He couldn't get the boat in the water, and it took another big YouTuber to turn up with all this gear to fix him, to drag him back in the water. But
wow,
and there's more and more people going out there with the Jeeps and stuff, and you know, trying to, you know, metal detectors and stuff like that. So that now they made it like it's almost like archaeological site. Okay, off limits. You find anything, you get a report, bring it to. It's actually like a state park now. They have it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The boats,
I mean, that's just in Lake Mead. They don't know how many bodies are out in the desert.
Oh yeah, man.
You're gonna pay or what?
It is one of them towns. You don't want to be mixing with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, look who it was set up by.
Yeah. They just, and it still amazes me. In fact, I'm friends with Meyer Lansky's grandson, Meyer Lansky, also.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a lot to do with opening up the Mob Museum out here, and just before the pandemic hit, before they shut everything down. They were getting ready in the Flamingo, we're getting ready to open up Bugsy and Myers Steakhouse in honor of Bugsy Siegel and Meyer. And they were good friends throughout their time. And just, they opened the doors and big welcome. Everybody was going in there. And all of a sudden, a week later, bang, they shut Vegas down. So now they just reopened again. So, and they have lines around the corner trying to get into that place.
Yeah.
Hey, is that TV show place where you go in and get your stuff valued and that in Vegas?
That's the pawn shop, pawn stores.
Pawn stores. Have you been to there, or is that close by?
Oh yeah, you know what? It's one of the smallest places you ever see in your life.
It's a bit of a
Really?
It doesn't look nothing like it does on TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk in, and it's real tight and real. Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool place. It's downtown. It's on the strip, but further down. There's another place out here. There's a restaurant. It's like set up like a speakeasy. Okay. And what you do is you can walk in to the lobby, like it's real small. You walk into the lobby and there's a red door right where you walk into, but everything is locked. All right. It tells you to ring the bell. Okay. You ring the bell, and over in the corner is an old phone booth. And you ring the bell, and next to the phone booth, a little window opens up, slider opens up, and the guy says, "What do you want?" And I have reservations for dinner. Hold on. Closes the door. Come in. What's your name? And you tell him your name. All right, hold on. I'll ring you in. So everybody stands in front of the red door, rings the bell, and the phone booth opens up. And that's how you go in. So the place is so dark. that when they give you the menu, on the menu, they have little flashlights to look at it because they don't want nobody. I mean, they have like real
Yeah,
low
privacy
dim
sort of
lights, but
thing.
it's real hard
Yeah.
to see people on the next table and stuff like that. And that's the I guess that's the novelty of it. Food was good, very expensive though. The place was very expensive.
I can imagine, but
Yeah.
it sounds cool.
Oh yeah, it was, and then they have a magician comes around. He goes through the whole bit, and they got some guys singing like Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, with a piano player. It was pretty nice. Very expensive, very
Yeah, well,
expensive.
You don't go to Vegas without money.
Yeah, that's
I think you'd be stupid if you did.
I
Yeah.
had some lady told me one time. She says, "I pay good money for this dinner." I said, "Yeah, we don't take bad money, so we'll work something out, whatever your problem is."
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
funny.
Thanks, Johnny. I put Nightbot on, and it seems to be working, but the weather. So if you like, I know everyone in here now probably knows everyone anyway. But if you do radio, is the magic word, and it pops up, and then it was supposed to do weather as well. So, but it didn't work. I tried weather myself. But anyway, it's Nightbot. Hey, did you fix your Nightbot up?
No,
Tom?
no,
No.
I haven't. I just me and Keto Mike, we alternate weeks. One week I'll do it, and next week he does it. And then I went on Thursday or Friday, I think. Last Thursday I went on. This past Thursday. That was my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and I figured, now let me go on and try it. But I went on just on YouTube. I didn't try StreamYard, so I didn't pull it up. I'm still learning this thing here. A year after I have,
Oh, man.
for a while, I had no clue what I was doing at all. Still don't.
I'm trying to work out what's the best way for me to do an interview like this, say with different acts, and not broadcast it, and then go back and sort of edit it a bit. Can you do it with StreamYard?
Yeah,
Or you
but
just-
And
But
do it
you
with
gotta pay.
StreamYard, but you can also do it with OBS and Skype
Yeah.
or Zoom or something like that. Yeah, if you screen capture it, you can do it that way. Just give me
Yeah.
2 seconds, fellas. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know
Yeah,
if we can do it.
I
I
screen.
don't know
I
if we can do
screen.
it with the free version. I know with the paid one you can.
Yeah. Well, I'm only just playing with this at the moment, but with the screen capture, like I've done an interview like this and screen captured as well to record it. And when we went back, the screen capture and the timing of all the audio and the mouth movements was terrible. I had to spend nearly 2 days in tidying it up to actually get it out there.
Yeah.
But it was a real pain. But there's so many interesting dudes in the music scene that, you really wouldn't want to invite them up willy nilly to come on and sort of bag out people. And like some of them will get up and talk really nicely about their music and really nicely about other people's music. And obviously, some of them get up and they'll be complaining about a promoter, be complaining about a venue, be complaining about anything. And but I just wanted to
We tried.
do some of that.
The whole idea was to get Mike was way below 500. In fact, for a long time he struggled, and me and him started at the same time. So, Mike, Keterific Mike does a lot of like home stuff. He's not a cook or anything like that, but he's a home cook. You know what I mean? And he's not afraid to try anything. The other day he made an egg in the microwave on a paper plate. Okay. And one of the barbecue guys watched it and tried it and did it and said, "Hey, Mike, that worked fine." This and that. So that's basically what Mike does, and he lost close, I think, 110 pounds. I think doing keto. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
no, great.
we were going to go on and talk about keto because a lot of the keto people don't follow me because I don't push box foods. I don't push all of that stuff. This is how I cook. This is how I lost 54 pounds. This is how I
Yeah.
get off my diabetic medication. And this is what I cook. no, very little carbs, whole foods. And the only thing that I do buy off a little bit is the Egg Life wraps that I use. Now I just hit almost 7,100 views on one video. I did 5 years ago, not 5 years, 5 months ago,
Wow.
and they put an ad to it. YouTube put an ad to it. All right, so this thing just keeps clicking. It was actually it's one of my worst videos I think I ever did. This thing keeps clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking on. Do you think that company would reach out to us, me and Mike? Nothing. They just let it go. So that's why most of the barbecue people that I deal with, and a lot of the homesteaders and stuff like that, came to my side. And but
come to the dark side.
Yeah, exactly. Come to the keto life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a strange. You know what? I enjoy the hell out of it, and I never thought I would. I enjoy the hell out of it doing it, making the stuff. And once it started clicking, when I started seeing people who were actually watching, and I said, "Well, I'm going to do it again. I'll do it again." And next day, I got like almost close to 280 videos I did in a year.
So how many subs do you got now? Like, where are you at in the world of YouTube?
760, I think I just hit.
Cool.
I think your channel's got something. Like, your channel has got something for someone like me who's just looking at the food, not really living that lifestyle.
Exactly.
But you introduce it, like you've got your nice little intro, and you've got the accent that's sharp and to the point and witty sort of thing in a strange way. Like you might think you're doing it, but you're bringing you in, like you're bringing somebody in, and you'll say something like a smart aleck remark about something, and you just go, oh yeah, and then you just keep going. You want more, and they only go for like what, 5-7 minutes, 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I did. The first one I did was 15 minutes, and I'm sitting there watching it like this. Holy crap! Listen to this windbag. He won't shut up. Keep bragging on about the same stuff, and then cooking. I found myself getting into too deep. All right, now you hold the knife this way, and like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, very boring. So I started shortening them up, and then they were coming out with the shorts, doing the short videos, and I did one short. Okay, it was. I made homemade sausage and broccoli rabe. Okay.
Yeah.
And I cooked it up, put it on a plate, and I took a video of it. Okay. And that thing took up 160-some thousand views. It got that night. Wow. After I made it and put it up, I'm in bed and the phone is going bing bang. It's going crazy. Right? Marie's saying, "Who's calling you?" What the hell do I know who's calling me?
It's the other girlfriend.
But then the next morning it was at 163,000, and it's still climbing over something crazy. Now, if I planned one, I did one, it got 51 views. So, there it is. Mm-hmm. I try to keep it not too short to where it looks like it's, buffoonery, but the same token, how much more can I cook a hamburger? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many more times can I, split a chicken and fry a chicken and cook it with different vegetables and stuff, keeping it keto. All right. Yeah. And all keto means just keeping it low carb and no sugar, basically. So
it's scratch cooking basically.
Yeah. And nothing, and a lot of other people use these box foods and stuff like that, so I don't play with that at all. So I just keep it. I don't push it. Well, you're gonna need this to stay keto. You need this. No, this is what I eat, and that's basically what it is. I was doing cocktail hour on Fridays, and I used to drink quite a bit when I was in the business, in the bar business. Yeah. And then I backed off a lot, and then I did one video, and I had a couple drinks. I come in. Hook up the video, to edit it, and I was, holy crap, I'm drunk.
Yeah. So. You should. Have you seen Blue's last effort? That video goes for about 45 minutes or 50 minutes. How long did that go for?
45 minutes.
I watched the whole lot from start to finish. I thought,
It
no,
was-
no. I put you on the big screen, like inside it.
Yeah.
Everyone had disappeared on me, so I've just got, who's on? Oh, here's Blue's new video. And I clicked it, and then I went, oh, still going. And then I thought, Jesus. And then I thought, how long is it going to take? And then I pressed like the button to show you where the
Awesome.
where we're at. And I've gone, shit, it goes for 45 minutes or something. And I thought, well, let's watch what they do. And it was just like if I wanted to do that myself, then you could do that by watching that and going step by step on the way you showed everyone what you were doing. But it was, and honestly, and when he turned it around upside down in the lounge room right at the end, yes, I'm going, no. I'm in my room yelling at him, going, what are you doing?
I know. He literally, because all he had to do, right, was just pick it up at the other
Flip
end
it.
and just pull it
Yeah,
up, right?
yeah,
No,
that's
he
it.
picks up the whole bookcase
Yeah, and he
and
turns it.
flips it.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, what are you doing? He's like, shut up, woman.
Put a hole in the roof, or he's going to do some damage to something.
Oh
I
my
thought,
God.
what's the
Like
trick
I
here?
said, that thing is solid as, and it weighs a literal ton, and he's like lifting it up, going,
You gotta watch it.
"Whee!"
You gotta watch that, Tom, even if you go towards the end, because it
Just
was.
watch that. Right, Tanny's not a big man. He's 5'5". Okay, he's an inch shorter than I am on a good day, and when I'm having a bad day, I'm 5'3". So I actually look up to him. He kind of likes it on those days because I actually come up to his nose height, you know. But that's when my back decides to compress on those days. So yeah, but no. So to pick up this thing, which is 8 foot across,
Yeah, I couldn't believe
8
it.
foot across,
Solid timber.
and it's nearly 5 foot tall,
Mm.
about 4.5, 5 foot. Yeah, it's somewhere nearly 5 foot tall, and he just flips it.
Leverage.
I'm just like,
I couldn't even do a
I'm
chipboard.
so glad I filmed that because it was like, what the hell? But
You can tell him there was an Australian watching that going, what are you doing, mate? Come on, just flick it over. I'm yelling at him in the lounge room. That was funny, you know.
I'm sure there was a lot of people laughing at it because, like, you know, watching him go, what? No!
That's,
But
I was
like,
expecting something to break, you know, like something to come
I was
off or
expecting there to be
a hole in the
roof,
wall.
possibly to land
Yeah,
on the
right.
neighbor next door. I just, you know, anything. But I was like, I'm staying away from this. I'm just like, there's a table between me and him because, damn, if that thing goes, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Marie will, we're getting older, you know, and I'll look for my glasses and they're on top of my head, you know.
Yeah,
And
I've been there.
I have patience about that big. Jesus, where the hell's my glasses? Maria will go like this to me. Top of your head.
yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, I knew that, you know, that type of stuff.
Thank you. Quick one.
So, you know, trying to moving stuff when we moved in here, she said, you better get help, you know, this and that. I said, no, I'm going to tell you what we're doing. We're not moving anything. I'm not bringing anything. We moved from Florida to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I sold all my furniture, everything. I have a small compact car, whatever we could fit in that car. The thing that hurt me, though, Jones, I had to sell my drums. But they didn't stop making them. So when we got here, all right, we went to the store to get look at furniture and everything else like that. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to an expensive furniture store. I said, I just, you know, I can't see it. It doesn't make any sense. I said, it's all junk the way they make it anyway. It's all right, no problem. So we go to this one cheap store, Big Lots it's called. And I bought the bedroom set, living room set, dining room set, right, and curtains and everything else that one day. The guy's looking at me like, here's an old guy. He's probably got Alzheimer's, all right, meaning me. And he's buying all this stuff and it's not, he really don't need it. So he kept looking at Marie and saying, is he okay? Is he all right? Marie went, yeah, he's okay. So when they went to bring the stuff, when they delivered it, they had to put furniture together and stuff like that. The guy's putting the furniture together, and two guys carrying this stuff, and they're struggling with it. So I said to him, "Hey, well, hold on, you got a hand truck?" "Yeah." I said, "Well, get the hand truck." "Well, we're not allowed to we'll scrape or scratch something." "Get the hand truck," I told him. And when he got the hand truck, put it over here. Boom. I helped him wheel it in and out. Marie says, "I thought you were too old to move furniture." I said, I got to step in. You know what I mean? You just can't help it. But I mean, trying to maneuver stuff around and trying to move stuff around, after a while, I got to say, "Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're an old guy."
Well, guess how much it cost me to move from New South Wales to Tasmania in removalist costs?
How much?
What would you think?
I
And
don't
it's
know.
just a standard. We had a 2-bedroom unit. So we moved from a 2-bedroom unit to a 5-bedroom house. So we had to buy stuff here anyway.
So I would probably say a good $9,000.
Yeah, well, no, 7.5 it was. But
Okay.
had to go in a truck. Like, we could have said no to everything and come here and spent that money on new furniture, and we still probably would have change left over. But,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
she wanted. There were certain things she said, "Oh no, that's what my mother gave me," and blah blah, and this is that.
Oh,
And
God,
this
don't
is
even
this.
go there.
Yeah, so
I carried a box of dishes around for 35 freaking years, okay, that we never used. That's for when company's coming. I said, nobody likes us anymore. Nobody's coming. Get rid of the goddamn dishes. We don't need them no more. I never used them. She said that was a gift from my grandmother to her mother, and then her mother to her.
Yep.
Okay, but I don't even know what they look like. And I'm that same box. I would look at it. It was almost like, hey, maybe I'll hit it with a hammer and break them all. But I said to Maria, I said, give them to one of your nieces. We don't use it. There's 2 of us.
Mm.
Okay. It was a serving of 12. Okay. I got one better. I carried a box around of hammers. Okay. For a good 10 years.
How many
It was
hammers can a man use?
5 or 6 hammers in a box. I'm saying, what am I doing? So that I got that mindset when we sold the house in Florida. The people came in, and the guy says to me, "Would you be interested in selling all your furniture?" He didn't even get furniture out of his mouth. I went, "Yep." You hit me with a price. I sold all my barbecues outside because I had a whole setup. I had a bar set up outside. I had a couple canopies, and I must have had 6 different grills and smokers and stuff.
Mm.
Told the guy, "Yep, sold." Marie just looked at me. I said, "You want a box of dishes too?"
Yeah.
I actually have 15 hammers.
Wow.
And there's a reason that I have 15 hammers, and that's because I do repousse work.
What kind of work?
Repousse, which is hammered metal to create
Okay.
artwork.
See,
okay.
but
So that's
Yeah,
one of the things that I do. So it's like, when
But
you
you
say
use
about
them,
hammers,
see?
I'm like, they go, but my hammers.
See, but you use them though.
I
I
haven't
didn't
used
use-
them for a while because obviously I haven't been able to set the forge up for a while. But and whether I can set a small one up here, I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see.
Have you seen the size of my hill up the back, like on the videos, a couple of my videos? Right. So I went up there to put some garden stakes in, and I've grabbed just a normal house hammer, and I've gone up there to go tap, 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 and then I've got the stake, and I went, the ground is like sand. It's that soft and
Ooh.
rich red dirt. Like, it's rich red dirt, but it's just like
quite sandy.
yeah, like there's no rock or nothing. There's nothing. There's no hard clay. There's no. And I'm thinking, there's a few trees up the back. Obviously, they're. I'm
They're
glad
holding the sand together. Don't get rid of them.
No, that's what the wife said. Are you going to put some trees in? I said, no, because it'll take away the view. I said, I'm going to put a deck over here and a deck here,
Yeah.
and a staircase sort of up to them, and that's basically going to be me.
And get a goat. Cut the grass.
Yeah, well, I got wallabies, mate. I can't. They're like the grass down the front here. What I'm looking at now, they don't eat. There's a couple of weeds coming through. They don't touch the weeds, but the grass, they don't rip it out like a horse would. Like
Mm.
or they just trim it, like I don't know what you call it, but they don't rip it out in one lot. So if they could only come in the yard and eat the grass, I would welcome them in with open arms.
Exactly. So after we move into the apartment here, okay, and go to set everything back up again, guess what I had to go buy?
Dishes.
A hammer.
Oh,
We've actually had to do that as well because Tanny, halfway through moving, okay, so we got from the time that we were told that we had the house because we're in a government house, to the time we had to move, we had 3 days that we had to move in, but we arranged with the housing manager that we could pay a couple of weeks rent on top and move over the couple of weeks because obviously I'm disabled, I can't do it straight away, and nor could Tanny because he works full time. He works 5.5 days a week. He's not home, So we did as much as we could in the first push and moved over here enough that we could move in. And then slowly he was doing, because his work, the place we used to live in was between his work and here, he could do a run each day and just take some stuff quickly. He got very quickly over that. And half our stuff got left behind.
Yeah.
Including all his tools, and he keeps saying, "Oh, but I've got this." And I've got no, darling. You didn't clean out the under the kitchen cupboards, and all those screws we got. And I was, yeah, I know, but we've got to, we've got to, yeah. So we had to go to this.
I watched next to my brother. Next to my brother's house, he also lived in a retirement. He had a regular house. And the person next to him had died, and they put the house up for sale. And this woman came in, I guess at that time, she was like, it was 55 and older. And I guess that time she was like maybe 56 or 57 years old. And she had her own business. So she came in and like had contractors come in and like totally gut the house, the inside, fix it up the way she did, new driveway. I mean, really did it up, landscaping, the whole bit. And then she had all kinds of, all her expensive stuff that she had in there. Now, this woman has a massive heart attack and dies.
Oh.
Okay. Her 2 children, boy and a girl, older, they come in, all right, talk to my brother next door. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Yeah, it was tough. All of a sudden, this truck pulls up and backs in onto the new paved driveway that the woman put in, and dropped a dumpster. Okay. Them kids threw everything into the dumpster. All her stuff, all her private possessions, everything she wasn't even buried yet, and they had the for sale sign in the yard.
Oh, good God.
I seen that, and I said to Marie, I said, not for anything, but it's not worth it. When you buy furniture and all these, mementos, like this was given to me from my mother and stuff like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Really, it's not worth to hang on to. It really isn't, especially getting up there. I'm trying to see the future here a little bit, that this is playing the drums. This on this thing here is on my bucket list because October I'll be 68. Who knows what happens after that, whatever. And so I'm a realist as far as where we moved to. We moved into a 55 and older. And then if things become worse or whatever, the same facility has another place at another site where you can go to. So you're basically in the system type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the Roach Motel. You check in, they don't check out. One of them type of things. So, but I'm trying to see to make it easier on her if anything happens to me, or make it easier on me if anything happens to Marie. But to watch that happen with them kids, throw that stuff out, it was amazing.
That's horrific.
Yeah. I mean,
although you don't know what the kind of relationship they had with their mother either.
Yeah.
I probably would have done the same if it had been my mother. So
no, I totally get it. But I mean, about possessions. You know what I mean? About
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we downsized going from our last house to the apartment, the last place, and we got rid of so much stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, but it was like given away and sold, or given away to family and friends. Most of it.
Yeah.
It was. It was coming down to here. It was expensive to bring stuff, but now I'm here. We've got like 2 bedrooms really to still. Both rooms got beds, but there's still lots of stuff to do, and to sort out for when the guests do arrive. Like we've had, because our whole network is 2 states away. Like all of our family and friends are 2 states over, and it's not like you can just get in your car and drive here. You got to book a car place on the ferry, and you got to. And that's a 10-hour sail. You can jump on a plane, but it takes a bit of effort to get here. So when people do it right, we've had a few. The wife's brother, he turned up unannounced. Basically, says, "Hey, I'm in town," and like, "You're in town?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." He said, "Any chance I can pop up and see the place?" I said, "Yeah, mate. Yeah, here's the address." And he comes in and he sits in the front room, and he just wouldn't leave the water view. He just sat there. He's just going, mate, if this was New South Wales, this is $2 million a view like this.
Yeah.
And I'm going, well, I suppose it is, but it's not New South Wales. It's Tasmania.
There's a load of people have just turned up in chat, you know.
Oh yeah, it's we're getting
hey, Bill,
that way. Well, that way.
That way.
Yeah. I'm just we're getting bombarded. Hey, how are we all?
I just
Hey.
I just got you.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
very sweet of you.
The you know what? Living where we are right now, in the beginning when I got here, I said, "Oh crap! Look at this place; it's so small." You know what I mean? And we're going on 3 years now here where we're at. And Marie says to me today, she said, I'm kind of glad this place is small. We clean up and stuff like that, because who wants to be burdened, with the taking care of a big house. I don't think I could do the work anymore. Let's put it that way. The maintenance, fixing this and fixing that. And the hell with it. So now I got a problem. I pick up the phone and call maintenance. Hey, got a problem.
Yeah, well, that would be good. My mum's in a place like that. She moved to the Sunshine Coast up at back. Like, I don't know how old you are, Blue, but back in the late 70s, in the late 70s, there was places you could get a plane, and they'd fly you to Brisbane, and then they'd take you to a location, and they'd say you get a free flight, you get a feed, you get this, you get that, and you get to look at the land. If you want to purchase some, you can, but you don't have to. Well, my mother went on that and bought 2 blocks of land where there's no land really. It was like swamp, and everyone in the family said, "You're mad, you're crazy, what are you doing?" Well, in the end, a developer's come in and made that swamp into like what Mooloolaba is like, with all the lagoons and all that fancy. And she turned that into a couple of $1 million basically, and now she's sold everything and living in a retirement place in her 80s, and just having a good old time, going on cruises, doing all the doing the things that you do.
You know what the funny part about was in Florida, the place I moved into in Florida. The neighbors on either side of me, to come out welcoming, "Oh, hi," and the truck pulled up, and the first thing on the back of the truck was my bass drum. And I went to start carrying the bass drum, and the lady went, "You play the drums?" I said, "Yeah, about 2:00 every morning."
No, it's a decoration.
Yeah, it's a planner.
I've got an old kick drum that you get a glass top on it, and it sits in there like a coffee table. So that works pretty well.
This was the full set, and they just stared at me like, "Whoa!" Who's this guy?
What's up, Barry?
Yeah, but anyway, hey,
How you doing, sir? I'm Belt Loop 29. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And I've been watching you for some time now, Mr. Jonesy, and you are awesome. I'm a fan.
that's,
Just saying.
isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely to have fans?
Oh,
I was at here's one for you, Gary. I was at a gig, and the band I was managing was playing, and so I'm doing the merch desk and selling all the gear and being nice. And it was summer. It was an outdoor festival, and these two lovely ladies come up and they wanted to buy the new purple shirts for the band. I was wearing the black one with the band's logo on it. So, and yeah, they were $30. Like, it's not cheap. And they both wanted purple, and then they've got their photographer friend to come over, and the three of us are. She said, "You can be the rose and we're the two thorns." And I thought, well, it don't work like that because I'm definitely no rose. But yeah, and that's a photo that we got taken. If I can find it, I'll show you. But
I do.
and I've used that on the radio station for a very long time, and everyone goes, "Wow, where'd you get the two ladies from to model the shirts?" I said, "We're actually fans of mine because for the radio." You know, they said, "Oh, it was quite funny, but not. It was just out of the blue. You know, someone would say, "Oh yeah, oh geez, that's Jonesy," and yeah, and like I've been. That's probably happened 3 times. Three times I was at a gig. I was in a gig in Memphis at the Tin Roof, which is down the bottom of Beale Street. It's the old Hard Rock Cafe, but we're down the bottom in this Beale Street. And the guy who was playing, his name's Jones as well, so it's the J Jones Band. And he said, "Are you in town?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm in town. I'll try to get to your gig." And he played 4 hours non-stop. Like, honestly, they didn't stop for a drink. They didn't stop for anything. They just 4 hours non-stop. That was in their contract. They had to play for the 4 hours. Yeah, and what they did was, one of them wanted a rest break. They basically went to a 3-piece band while he ducked out to the bathroom and then come back with a few for everybody, and then jumped on board for the next song. But anyway, this guy's got the wireless mic. He jumps off the stage, and he comes around and puts his arm around me, and pulls out. He's singing. He's got his arm around me. Up, my head's here. He's singing in the mic, and then he pulls out his selfie and takes his picture of us, and then jumps back on stage, and then he points me out to say that I'm his best Australian friend. You better look after him tonight. And all these lovely. He calls them rednecks, but all these lovely country rock fans were spraying me with beer and buying me big cups that were like,
Whoa, yeah,
the big cups. And all night long, they just kept coming. "You're a friend of Jay's. Here you go, buddy." "Thanks, mate."
Wow.
And then he said, "You staying to the closing," you know, and he finished at 2, it was 10 to 2 gig. And mate, by the time it was about 1:30 a.m., I'm sort of buzzing a bit and sort of getting a bit giddy. And the bass player I was with, he said, no more drinky poos for you, son." He said, "You've got to get us home," because I had the taxi organised. But anyway, that was a bizarre time. Like, very out of the ordinary to think he's an old man, no hair, in a crowd of young blokes, all. And some guy jumps off the stage and says, "Check this guy out, he's me mate." And then
that's the end of it.
there we go. We got another visitor to the
Hey, great.
stream.
Yeah. Devil Dog, I did see what you wrote. Thank you, but I think you need to go to Specsavers.
Cool.
They're doing a 2-for-1, mate. Seriously, you know.
They got that over there too, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I back in 2008, I I was coming off. I'd got a double dose of glandular fever. I had both types back to back, and my kids, my kids decided that I had to join this competition that was in the Good Taste magazine over there. You know, Woolies used to have their own magazine called Good Taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was the second year they'd run it, was the Home Cook of the Year contest, and they decided that I was going to be in it. They just came to me. I was in bed and they said, Mum, you've got to do this. I was like, why? I really am not well enough for this. And they were, look, you've got a day. All you have to do is put in your recipe. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? And they went, Mexican lasagna. And I was like, okay, then. So I wrote out the recipe, sent it off, thought nothing more of it, went back to bed to die because that's how I felt. It was just like, oh. 3 weeks later, I get an email saying that I was now the Queensland Home Cook of the Year and that I made the finals. I was the state champion. I was like, what?
Nice.
How this happened?
How do you make Mexican lasagna?
It's basically tortilla wraps and you just layer it with taco mince and sour cream and avocado and just do all that all over again. Lots and lots of cheese on top.
What's a taco mint?
Taco mince?
Oh, I thought you
Meat.
said you
Taco meat.
layered
The
it with-
meat.
Man,
The
Yeah.
meat makes you say
Meat?
meat. Yeah, taco
Yeah.
meat.
Man, I just didn't quite catch it. I
that's
have
okay.
tinnitus.
That's all right, darling. It's all cool. It's all good.
Thank you. You're a lovely host. Yes.
Hey, Gary,
Yes.
how was your first night back at work?
It went fine. We only had like one call, and so thankfully, I did fine.
Okay, you're not fatigued or anything, or
No.
cool.
I
Good.
may be a little tired, but
Good.
I'm all right. Thank you.
Okay.
I started-
Hey, Gary. That's all right. Oh, you go, Tom.
The other day, I was going to get a hold of you because all of a sudden Marie comes in to me and she says, "I'm not feeling good." I said, "Well, I didn't want to say nothing to you, but I'm not feeling good either." And I didn't have a fever or anything like that. I just felt like I had the C before. I had it 2 years ago, but it didn't feel this time. It didn't feel anything like it. I don't know what it was. I have no clue what was going on. But for 2.5 days, both felt like crap. All of a sudden today was all right. So
I'll show you what COVID done to. I'll show you what COVID did to Belt Lip's voice. All right. So if everyone just has to listen to this, and this is what it did.
don't hear nothing.
I hear tumbleweeds.
I hear crickets.
Maybe saying I shut up because of it. I don't know.
Did it come through?
No,
No,
didn't
mate.
hear nothing.
No, mate, we heard nothing.
How the hell?
That's what I said. We heard crickets.
Oh man, well, that's disappointing. Wonder why? What's going on there? Why isn't the audio coming through? No.
I don't know.
No, either do I. Because every time else I play stuff, it comes through.
Hey, Tom, say
Yes, sir.
something.
Yep.
Talk about something for just a second.
What's going on? Oh, for crying out loud! See, oh.
I'm sorry, it's a little private joke.
Hey, how's Tammy doing? All right, she okay?
She is. She's feeling a lot better. I think tomorrow she may be going back to work. Maybe.
Okay, cool, good.
So I'm not sure. She finished her medicine today, I think, and so she started having symptoms 2 or 3 days before she got her medication. So I'm assuming that she's going to be heading back tomorrow.
They what do you call it? They in where I'm at right here. Like I said, 55 and older. The ambulance is in here at least 4 times a day. I mean, it's just taking people in and out, in and out, in and out.
Wow.
That's not good.
No,
Oof.
no, I don't know.
Can you hear this one? Let's try this one. Hang on, here it comes. 1, 2, 3.
No. It's in your
Nope.
headset.
It is in my headset. The Bridge Hotel. That's an ad. How do I? Why is it coming to the headset? Not out there. Why? Delilah, what am I doing wrong?
I know.
Why?
Delilah.
Anyway, well, we won't worry about it. I'll save it for another day. I'll have to put a video to it now and then share it as a video because you can't share audio apparently when you share. But yeah, anyway, Gary. Anyway, you could share. I know I could share that too. Anyway, we'll keep it as a surprise.
Yeah.
Gary tries to be an Australian.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh,
Come on over.
Jonesy,
Come on
Yep.
over.
come on over to the live stream. Good day, mate. Yeah, I got it down pat.
see, Gary, on your 24, you should have. I told you should have read your book with that kind of accent.
Well, I started to read it, and apparently, other people didn't find it as funny as I did. So, oh, shut up, Tom.
You go here, you go there.
Oh, dear.
That's funny.
So, see if I put it into.
Funny. Well, Gary, I'm glad you're back up to snuff again.
Thank you. I
That
got plenty of stuff.
that's. I mean, I don't wish that on anybody. And you know what? To go through that crap is nuts. It really is.
It's not fun.
No, not at all.
Well, I'm doing better. I had a couple extra days. I was having a little bit of congestion and coughing, but I'm taking some more antibiotics the doc gave me.
Okay.
I think I've got 3 days left out of 7. So, but I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, Tom.
Yeah, but don't stop taking them. Make sure you finish them.
Oh, I will. I always finish my medication when it comes to antibiotics. I don't know why, but I hear you're supposed to.
Yep. And you know what's funny? I mean, I live out in the desert. Okay, very dry out here, but they had a thing on the news the other night about how more people are going to thinking that they have symptoms of COVID, but it's actually this time of the year is they say monsoon out here. I mean, it rained a couple days, but I mean, it's, the way that rains and monsoon back east, 2 different things.
Yeah.
So they're saying now after the monsoon, after the rain comes, there's so many different types of plants that are not from this area. Okay. That people plant in the yards. There's palm trees, there's pine trees, oak trees, all kinds of different species of plants and stuff. And everybody's getting sick, but it's allergies. People are not used to all these different plants and stuff like that. So the same thing, they get the congestion, the coughing, the whole bit. So out here, right, the urgent care is being overrun by people with allergies. I found that pretty interesting.
You need to find yourself a beekeeper that's within
Yeah, exactly.
2 miles of where you live and get raw honey from them, because the bees will be eating and collecting pollen from the area that you're in. And if you have a spoon of that honey every day, it will actually knock back the effects of any allergies that you've got because of what's in your area.
There was some guy out here. There was some guy out here that developed that.
Yeah.
Okay, and he made it into a pill form type of thing. You can't find it now. That's how many people are trying to look for this stuff.
See, I'm not sure how the pill form would work, because it's basically you have to have like a tablespoon of your honey for it to work on a daily basis.
I agree.
So but it has to be raw, not the processed stuff or the homogenized honey, which is basically sugar syrup at that point.
Exactly.
So my first job whenever I move somewhere is find a beekeeper every single time.
My problem, the beekeeper's right next to a casino, so then I got to go into the casino, and
You know,
Yeah. Buffet.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well, it's okay. We got it.
I had to jump out, and I was told, because it was blue sky and sunshine, it's typical Tasmania. Now it's grey drizzle, and I thought, sugar, there's clothes on the line, and I was told, don't get them wet, make sure you bring them in, but they're not on the line.
what's the matter, Devil Dog?
Hey, looking all
I've been
grumpy.
in the basement about 10 minutes before
Oh,
Joe ever walked outside. I think he was trying to figure something out and didn't see me. And I wouldn't have even come up here, but nobody seems to be reading chat. So
I was reading it, but I didn't,
you were reading it.
Tammy, might like you and she talks to you and laughs with you about me. And, I just didn't figure it's worth reading out.
well, how do I know if you're not responding or anything?
Well, I figured that's what you were trying to do, get a rise at me. And so,
I've been over there typing like forever and nobody's mentioned anything except for Blue.
well, thank you,
And that was
Blue.
way up there.
Devil
Yeah.
Dog, watch
Oh, yeah.
out! Devil Dog, watch out! Behind you're going to get wet. Wave coming in.
It looks like it's pretty good size wave, too.
Yes, sir.
Are
You
you
got your
back in this
swimmies on?
Greg?
Well, I mean, the fact is, what you said is true. Tammy cracked a joke the other day, and y'all about me, and you laughed, and she laughed, and I ain't got an argument with what you're saying. She's all right like that. And playing surf, western, Spanish, classical, and being in Mississippi blues comes natural, whether I want or not. Well, that's pretty cool.
Well, that's why I jumped up. Is because nobody was responding to me in chat. So it's either jump up here where I have a voice or leave. And I didn't want to leave on Jonesy.
That's all right.
Sorry I
come
was
on.
late for your live,
That's all right.
but I was helping somebody else get started on
No.
one of their lives.
That's fine. I if you ever get back to the start of this one, I tried to. I was doing a radio show, and then I thought I'll incorporate the radio show. I'll see how it sounds coming through, and it sounded terrible. So I've got to sort that mess out before I ever try that again.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like maybe it was going through your microphone also.
Yeah. Maybe I've got to mute the mic when the music's on. I'm
It
thinking.
had like that little bit of a whistle to it.
And Constitutional Carpenter said, nice. I've always enjoyed playing surf, Western, Spanish, classical, but being in Mississippi blues comes natural whether I want it or not. And Tammy, that was a great explanation of how honey properly works. Blue.
And it's only the last couple of weeks I've got this annoying dry cough that just keeps coming back, and it's just a dry cough. Like I usually get hay fever in spring, and we're only a few weeks away. But yeah.
Yeah, for like the past 3 days, felt like crap. And I said, "Oh man, I hope not." Look at him. I said, maybe did Belt Loop pass that on to me on a live?
Could be coming down the microphone straight to you.
Yeah, exactly. My headphones. I had a buzzing in my ear.
Well, I was breathing in your direction.
Where's all that coming from? What's going on?
Who got the sound effects?
Not me. It's the Devil Dog's got new toys.
DD.
Yeah. Hey, the weather's not coming up on the bite. Remember we did that the other night? Sorted that out. But anyway, everything else is. Type in radio, and it should.
So Devil Dog.
Yes, sir.
Today I did my video for the collab. Okay. And
I don't even want to talk about that.
no, listen, this is great. Okay. I had a good day going, man. Everything was falling into place. Not a problem. I told Marie, Here it is, 12 o'clock. I'm done. We'll eat. Okay. And then I'll start putting this together. Okay. No problem. I come in, download it onto the computer, put up the first video, slow motion. I put the second one up, slow motion, no audio. So at 10, I think it was more like 15 minutes. 15 minutes worth of slow motion. He said a 10-minute video, right? This is going to turn out to be a documentary. I don't know what to do now. I guess I have to try to fool around with it, see if I can speed it up or whatever. I don't know.
Here's a thought. You can usually adjust the speed on those things. If the audio needs to be done separately, you can record a voiceover and separate the video from the audio and delete the video and just keep the audio.
That's what I'm going to have to do. But
We had this.
I have the same program you have, Belt Loop. I use the same program you have.
Okay, you use OpenShot?
OpenShot, yeah. And,
Yeah, I do it all the time. Oh, I
and,
have several occasions.
I don't know what 2 times the speed is. You know what I mean? If that would be 8 or 4 times, so I have to play with it.
All right, well, I tell you what, if Jonesy is okay with it, I'll show you.
Yeah, sure thing. Bigger fight. Or what?
Well, let me go through and get that program up. It won't take but a second.
Can I just ask who Tammy is?
Do what?
Tammy is Gary's wife.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just checking. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going through the chat and getting all the dirt. Is that
Oh,
what you're
I'm
doing?
just having a look because it was like,
That's the way.
okay, who else is talking about honey?
Chicken Big Mountain said, I've had that happen when I'm filming in the sun and the camera gets hot. Did your camera get hot, Tom?
You know what? Yeah, I think it might have. It might, but this, I mean, you know what it is? This thing, if you just touch it, okay,
Yeah.
it's a poor man's GoPro, but it works really well. So
If you're talking about the clones, they actually make those at the same factory as the GoPro.
and this,
They're made
what
with
it
the
is
same
on the
part,
back,
they just don't have GoPro written on them, and they're
on
about
this back screen here, if you go to turn it on, it comes up to where the cameras are and everything like that. So I must have touched it, and it went to slow mo.
How much does that run, Tom? Because you
This-
mentioned poor man and I'm poor.
This, I tell you what, this camera, and it got a lifetime warranty on it. This thing is the third one I have. I got this for I think $130 some.
Huh. What's it called?
It is what they call an XTU3.
And
So-
is the audio from that is the audio from that what you use on your videos?
Yes, I have an external mic that I use for it. So, hey, Devil Dog Loader, this is
I can't.
Where are we going? Sorry, we're going back to there, are we?
XTU
Hang on.
S3.
shoots in 4K.
And
Yeah.
the microphone separate?
It's got a built-in microphone, but I got one from Axio camera. That microphone works on that. It's got a USB.
When I get some spare money, I might get back with you if I ever get some spare money.
You know what, Devil Dog? This is the third one they sent me out because what happens is not really knowing what I was doing with it, but I would hold it over the stove when I'm cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and actually melted some of the plastic. This one I dropped the other day, and all I keep doing is I keep filling it with crazy glue, the camera, I keep around the edges and stuff like that. It won't die, and it's no questions asked. I said I had a problem with it. They said, "Well, do you want your money back or a new one?" I said, "Send me another one." They sent me another one. That one just did not work at all. Okay, and then I said, "Look," I said, "You want me?" I said, "I'm on YouTube. I'm a big shot on YouTube." I told the guy. "You want me to spread this around that your stuff is junk?" next day I had Amazon sent me a new camera. The next day, they sent me a new
What is
camera.
PSA poor? Public service announcement?
Yeah.
Because CC said I'm PSA poor. Hey, Lulabelle and Otis. Lulabelle's on the right. Otis is on the left.
That's right.
And that's a sign of getting too hot. LOL. When you hold it over the fire and plastic melting.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, no questions asked. I replaced it.
How are we looking, Gary? Are we ready to go, or are we going to?
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, here we go.
All right, I've already changed the setting on it, but I'll fix it and put it normal again. All right, I'll just reset it. All right. All you're going to do is when you get it on the thing, you take and put it out there, put it where you want it.
Mhm.
Once you highlight it, I mean, you can obviously, let's say I had another thing right here. All right. And let's say you wanted just this section. Well, tell you what, let me remove that. Let's say you wanted just a section of it. You'd put it where you want it. You slice it out. You would keep both sides, and then you'd move it again. It's a little slow, but
Yeah, that part I get.
slice
but-
it, keep both sides. All right, I'm getting to the other part. I'm just waiting for it to finish slicing. It's acting a little slow.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So you move this back to the very beginning of the clip, highlight the click on it, just regular left click, put a right click on it, go up to time,
Yep, I got that
reset
part.
the time. You go down to fast forward, and when it plays forward, at twice the speed, you can go right there, and see how it makes it smaller.
Yep.
So that's going to go through and play in a faster, twice faster than one would.
Now, Gary, what my problem is I'll do that, okay, and being that it's in 2 times the
Yeah.
speed, then I have Audacity that I do the voiceover on,
Yeah.
and I go to put the Audacity on
Yeah.
there. It doesn't match. I can't get it to
All right.
match. I have to clip the audio. Also,
tell you-
That's okay.
I'll tell you
I'll
what
show
you
you how
do,
to-
Tom. No,
Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do with the audio. Right. So you get your Audacity on, and you get your sort of script of what you think you're going to say, and as you record it, and then you can add things and stretch things and take things out on your Audacity to suit the clip. You can just say you need to add another 20 seconds somewhere. You go to the end of the Audacity, obviously, and add that part, and then cut it, and then drag it back and put it back in where you need it.
because the last time I did something when I first got the program, and I went with Audacity to put it on there, as I was speaking as I was watching the video.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I put everything together, didn't match. I mean, I was like
Right.
10 frames
What?
off.
This is what you do, mate. What you do? Hang on. You just go to the start of your audio and the start of your video, if you can do it at the same time, and you just go that one big spike, right? That spikes
You see
on your audio. Yeah, and then that's your start for both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Well,
and then
that's
you run.
fine. That's fine if you've got the video, if you get it shot on 2 separate things. However, if you've got the video and you're having to do different audio, the easiest way to do is take your camera, and this is just from a redneck, engineering. You take your camera and you put this in here where you want it. You hit play and let it run. As it's running, you talk about whatever it's showing on the video. And then you upload that video to here, and you take it and you put it underneath here. Just
That
like
makes sense.
that. And then you go through and what you do is you separate the audio. Where is it? Transform. No. Separate audio. Single clip. It will go through and it'll separate the audio and the video. The top
Right.
one will be the video. The bottom one will be the audio, and it'll show you it in a wave form. It's running a little slow, but there it is. All right.
Yeah, I got
In
you,
fact,
yeah.
let me. All right. So then you just go through. I've had to figure out several ways of doing this. So, and my computer, I need to get a lot of this stuff off the hard drive so it'll run faster. But
Well,
basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take and delete the video and just have it when you export it, it will put the audio over that video up top. Now, if you
Overlay.
got audio with that top stuff, you may have to separate audio on that and delete the audio on it while you keep the video. Does that make sense? You're using
Yep,
the
I got-
video
no, I
from
got you.
one and the audio from the stuff.
I got you.
Okay.
Got you.
That's an easy way of redneck engineering that will work.
But Gary, I get that, but you know that on that program itself right there, that everything seems to go to number 5. So they
Hey,
tell you to
Tom.
put your audio on 5.
Tom,
Yes, sir.
I got an idea how to fix it. Quick,
Re-
easy.
Reshoot it.
That or send
That's
some money and email to Jonesy and say fix the audio.
You know, I mean, I'll get it, but
You
The
can,
point
you can put
is-
anything in Dropbox. I use Dropbox if you want to send some stuff over.
But-
I can,
just the fact of the matter that it went so well in the morning, and everything went perfect. I had no problems. Everything went good until I put it in there and went, you got to be kidding. Marie just looked at me and walked away. She said, oh, God, this is going to be an ugly day.
Or you could
What do
do
you
what I
do?
do and just write subtitles across the whole thing, as you need to explain each bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Takes
Sorry,
a little
I
while,
didn't-
but you know it means
The
you don't have
bloopers
to
on
worry
this
about
one is
the
going to be
audio.
good. I tell you that. The bloopers are going to be good on this one. Right.
I like the ones.
Hey,
when
you know what? You know what?
people-
If you don't check what you're doing and just stay on it, you got to. If you're gonna do dumb shit, you got to do fix dumb shit later on. So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, but I like the when people
Hey.
do something like that and they'll put up on the screen will come up. Sorry, I didn't film the important part when I done this, but now we're here, and then
Did
and
you
you think,
see-
I wonder. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
go
think,
ahead.
I wonder what went wrong when all that sort of stuff goes on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm supposed to be on the very first day of the collab,
Oy.
and I haven't even started, and I got a long ways to go and everything else.
Well, in my
I'm
restaurant,
September 1st. I don't even know if I'm going to get it done.
I'm on the 7th, and I said, you know what? I better get this done right now. But here's what
Wow.
happened.
You're a week after me.
Yeah, but listen though, I couldn't find the ingredients, and I couldn't find some of the food that I needed to do. I was going to do. In fact, I was from what I used to do in a restaurant, make it nice and easy.
CF7 in the basement.
Yep.
I turn around. I was going to do a stuffed lobster.
Did
You
you
think I can find a lobster out here? Forget about it.
did you call him chef?
I said CFM.
Okay, I just thought I heard you say chef. I can't
Dude,
hear very
Go
well.
get your
You know
ears
that.
checked.
I know. I need to. Sorry. I just
Would you-
asking a question.
Look what he's got.
Oh, it's fancy.
Wah, 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 wah. Everyone wants one.
That's making questions.
Yeah, he's switching between screens and stuff with that little box.
Yeah.
That's a boy and his toy, right here, right now.
Look, the thing even says welcome and it puts you to a browser. If I press it, I can put like it. I mean, I'm only using, as you can see, I'm using 5 of the keys There's 15 key things I can put on here. So this is video transitions, audio inputs if you want, and then your nudge symbol, whatever. But it's going to be a lot easier for me when playing guitar. I don't have to have a mouse in my hand anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just found the on-off button on the computer.
Okay.
what'd you say, Tom? What'd you say?
I just found the on-off button on the computer.
Okay, hold on a minute, guys.
I thought you said the alt button.
Hold on. Constitutional Carpenter said, CFM, how you doing? Art and Adventure with Tasha said, love raid from the Mother Truck Stop Live.
That's right.
Grown said, love raids from Tasha. And so far. That's it so far.
Well, that's nice. Thanks for
Yeah,
dropping
we were
in.
I came back from fishing and stuff, and my boss came by, and then I seen that she was on live, so I was on the panel, and she closed. I was like, hey, well, we're going to Radio Jonesy up, so everybody that was in there was coming over here. Tasha kind of said, we're going over there. She did the love raid to Jonesy.
Oh.
Listen to that. Hang
Do
on.
the sound effect. Do the sound effect.
Wah, 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 wah.
No.
Jonesy, what's up with that?
I thought you were
Not
going to do
me.
like the love match one. You know what I mean?
You're not going to make me. You're not going to make me have to do this. See, you can't
Tumbleweed.
see it, but you can hear it.
We can't hear it,
I've
Jonesy.
seen it.
That's right, because I don't worry, it's all good. I muted it. I muted the noise. I muted it. There you go. That's Tom. Hey, Tom. Talking about your drums in your room. Do your neighbours hear the taps? Like the,
See that
the,
double talk? There you go.
the little, the little taps?
Yeah, tick-a-tack,
What?
tick-a-tack.
Yeah.
Look how clear
neighbors-
that is, buds.
They hear a little bit, but the woman upstairs, she's all right with it, I guess. I don't know. Nobody says nothing to me, so.
Hey, Jimmy.
But the tapping, Marie, every once in a while come in, she'll say, "What are you doing?" What does
Yeah,
it look
they
like
were
I'm doing?
kinda-
I'm playing a trombone. Leave me alone.
That's right. That's right. When you got the headphones on, you're hearing all the percussion beautifully, and
Yeah.
the music as well. And then all other people can hear is
Yeah. Tick-a-tick-a-tick-a-tick.
yeah. But anyway, yes, the joys of being a drummer.
So you know what, Jonesy, I was talking to the guy, and I looked him up on. This is prior to I got the job, but looking at him on there, and I said, you know what, this is not going to be fun because he had the Elvis sideburns. I said, I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of Elvis. So
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
yeah.
Yeah, well, actually,
I
that was Carl. No,
Rick-
sorry. Take that
Rick,
back.
a couple months ago, back in April, I auditioned for a guy who was going to start doing some small casinos out here.
Okay, keep going.
Devil
Sorry.
dog.
Yeah.
And the guy
What?
got sick. The guy got sick, and all of a sudden now he calls me now. They're going to start playing again. So we got 3 weeks before they start doing the casinos again. So
The Elvis tribute thing, or you're just
no.
Okay,
I
all
said
right.
when I first met him, he had that. He
Yeah.
looked like that, but they don't know more. So that was the deal that he had.
Hang on. There we go.
So this ought to be fun. He sent me out a playlist, 280 songs.
Yeah.
Hey, Lola Bell.
I said, do you want me to know that in an hour?
Yeah, but like 2/3 of that will be pretty similar, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Tom, what'd you say to me?
Huh?
What'd you say to me a minute ago?
Trust British paints. Sure can. Yeah. And look where he ended up. He trusted British paints. You get that, don't you, Blue?
Yeah, I do.
The others won't.
That's a very Aussie
Should-
thing.
Yeah. Yes, anyway, yeah.
Oh.
That guy guy got arrested and jailed.
Mm.
But this commercial used to go on for years. And
Yeah.
he used to get the paint tin and go, trust British paints. Sure can. But but anyway. Yes, we won't. We'll just let that one go. Hang on.
Yeah, I gotta
Let's
go
start.
and get my day started, guys, because it's 8 o'clock now, and I have
Well,
to do the things
thank-
that you know.
Thanks for spending 2 hours with me, Blue. That's been absolutely delightful.
You're welcome.
It was
It's
nice
been fun.
meeting you.
Night,
Check out,
Blue.
and for those of you who haven't checked out Blue's channel, her last video, you got to have a look at that because it's amazing the amount of work that went into that bookshelf build from scratch with heavy timber.
It was fun. It was something to do.
It was. All right. Well, thank you, Blue, for spending some time with us, and hope you have a great day because it's early in the morning there. So
Yeah.
enjoy the sunshine.
You guys
Hey,
have fun.
Night, Blue.
Bye.
That's cool.
Tonight on Las Vegas Boulevard, there was a car crash that would killed 7 people, and
It's a,
Hey, Devil Dog.
a walrus come on the beach.
Yeah.
I just wonder, can you tell us what you're doing for the what is it, confab collab?
Nope.
Okay. And
Are
when's
you?
it out?
Are you in it?
Yeah, I haven't heard about this.
Are you in it, Gary?
I'm not in it.
Oh.
Is
No,
it
nobody's really telling anybody else what they're doing.
okay? Well, I thought you might have an exclusive for us.
I did
Careful.
seafood.
Why? Tom's in it.
I did seafood. I'm done. It's over. Slow motion. To watch it, it's probably going to be a documentary on CNN.
Documentary.
Heartbreaking.
And see, they got me in there with a bunch of freaking cooks.
Well, you can hold your own, I'm sure.
Don't
No,
worry about that.
because if I was doing a brisket, yeah, but they want to see stuff unusual and this and that and everything else, which is bullcrap.
Did you
Then
do
you know what? Then I hit a home run because the unusual is going to be slow motion.
No, you know what they were saying? You know, we want to see people building a drum, building a smoker out of drums and doing stuff that people normally don't eat and stuff like that. I wished I would have known this before they asked me and stuff.
Yeah, and you know what, Deldo? I don't know. I mean, am I supposed? I just put this up and I use the logo. That's all I got to do, right? Or do I have to send it to them?
Oh,
I
yeah.
tell you one thing. I tell you one thing. If they want me to send them my video, I'll need the Pony Express to get it out. I have no clue what I'm going to be doing.
I don't
drop-
know.
Do you use Dropbox over there? Do many of you use the Dropbox or not?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm not that tech savvy.
So
What's
I mean,
that?
if they have 100 collaborators in on it, okay, and you're supposed to send it to them, that's nuts.
I don't know.
No.
Hey,
I don't think so. I think you're supposed to set it to be released on your channel on that date, but
With
I'm
the
not
hashtag.
sure.
With
And
the
I got a
hashtag.
long way to go.
Now, where do I get the logo from? I mean, they sent it to me on Facebook, but how do I get it from there to?
They should have sent it to you email too. They
I don't
did.
think I got it. I didn't
Yeah, they
get it.
did. Hold on.
They should send it to your email in order for you to get the vector or the proper JPEG file.
You got the
What-
Victor Vector?
The vector file.
Vector Victor?
The vector. I'm speaking out of Victor. That's
And
cool,
we-
man. Belt Loop. I never had the chance to actually see your dog, man. I know I've heard lots of him. Is that
He's got-
the fella that makes all the noises in the background?
The dark one is, yeah.
Oh, look at him just laying on Papa.
this is
The
The
Look at
light
that.
one's Lulabelle.
So this one's not the one that makes all the noise?
No,
The dark
this
one
is
is.
quiet. A little bit is pretty quiet, and she's usually the one that demands more attention. She'll sit there and wait for you. Otis,
Yeah.
a lot of times, just underfoot, and he's kind of a strange dog in that he'll bark at me even if he's already been fed, already been outside, got plenty of water. He will wait. He will bark and wait for me to escort him back to the bedroom so that he can go lay down in the bedroom. Once I get him back there, he's fine. He'll just stay back there and I can walk away. But, he'll wait for me to lead him back to the bedroom like he don't know the way. Anyhow,
Well,
this is really about.
So,
Tom,
No,
what's your
but-
email?
Tommy G. 54.
54 at AOL.com.
Don't laugh.
No, I already had it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Thanks.
so how you been,
That's
radio
got
buddy?
that's got the what's the
logo
little
and stuff?
thumbnail thing on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, all good. It's I was
It'll
doing
be-
a radio. I was doing a radio show and then turned that into a live when no one was here. So I was just testing it out at the start of this, but the audio was crap
I'll be right
coming out the other end. So I sort of shut that down.
Can I ask you a question? Are you using an interface or a board before the computer, or are you just going right into the computer?
The computer into the Rodecaster Pro desk.
Okay,
the line
so
is-
on StreamYard, on StreamYard where it says echo cancellation or in stereo, do you see? Have you seen that setting? If you put it, if it's not in stereo, I didn't know this when I was using my interface. I learned this just not too long ago. And there's been a few times that I've played live for you guys, and it's been different sounding, like sounded like my guitar wasn't plugged in. Well, I didn't have the stereo part checked off, and if you're using a high-end, any type of sound card, you never have to unhook or unclick that stereo on the audio. It might have been a reason, I don't know. Because if you're using a good sound card, you'd figure you would be good, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so check and see if your StreamYard, see if it says stereo. It's on your
Yeah,
audio settings.
Stereo audio, yeah.
Click that.
Echo cancellation.
Yeah, just click it on stereo because you'll have no echo. You'll never have an echo. Anybody who's talking with you, you can always talk over them because you have the interface. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I hear you talk now to see if
Hello?
was it
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
way better? Way better.
Wait.
Turn it
do I
up.
need? Do I
Turn
need?
it up.
Turn up
Sorry.
the volume.
Yep, yeah, on your mic, on your
Hello,
your input volume, whatever your input
Yeah, yeah.
recording volume.
That's maximum up. To
Wait a minute.
the-
I need echo cancellation off, right? Unclicked, right?
Yeah, no, you want it on because you're just using your PC sound card. You want it on. That's what
Yeah,
that
but
feature is there for, so that you don't,
Hello?
you won't. See, click it on.
Hello.
Hello. See, but if we
Hello?
talk over each other, if 3 or 4 people talk over each other and they don't have those echo cancellations on, that's when you hear people in the panel go, you'll hear them say, "You guys are talking over. We can hear an echo," and you don't.
See,
nobody.
I'm hearing a slight echo in my headphones right now. It's like delayed just a bit to where when I talk it, then a second later it's coming in there.
Do you find anything different when you click the stereo or the echo?
That's what I was trying to check out a second
Okay,
ago.
so we'll quiet here. We'll and then you try
Hello,
and see.
Testing. I guess not.
Do it again though, and just be slow about it, like so I can hear it. I want to hear if you have an
Hello?
audio.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's really nice. Click the other one.
See, that's in stereo audio.
There. Yeah, you know why? Because you're using the Yeti microphone, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Okay, and you
Hello?
have use the stereo. That's way better.
Okay.
Look at that. That's nice. Yeah, that's real
You got a
nice.
radio
Sounds
voice
good.
now.
You got a radio
Oh.
voice now. You do. It sounds crisp, man. I'm not kidding. You're gonna remember the time in video, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Come back and listen to the difference when you started, and then listen to this. You're gonna be like, whoa, holy! Like you got like a
I don't know
little
why it
chunk.
got unclicked.
Now, Rich, on yours, I hear clicking on yours, Rich.
Like too loud.
No, it's just like It's like click
Oh,
pay
that's
now.
internet. That's internet service. Unfortunately, I'm on two bars right now with you guys
Okay.
using my cell phone. It's been an issue actually that I've been having since because my service. I have a 100-foot cable coming out to a $300 Wi-Fi box that is 20 feet away from my trailer. So I'm about 130 feet away from the main box, and I'm still able to go live on YouTube. So I'm happy for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the issue right now. That's why I don't go much live as much as I would like to, because with I think it's 10 people on the one network, with cell phones and computers, it can certain times of the day I can't even get service.
I got a message from our communications out here that being that they're doing building going on and stuff like that, there's going to be problems with the internet. Okay, and at where I live, this is going to continue on. So I said, well, not my luck the way it runs. Right in the middle of editing something, bang, everything will shut off. Just flat out shut off. Everything shuts down. So at least they let me know about it. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't have the editing if you've already got a film.
Good night, Tasha, and I believe Chicken Beak as well is leaving as well.
Whoops. What was it?
Maybe I need to. Judy, you want to come and bring the ratings up here? Gary's falling asleep. Come say hi. Come say hi
Good
to the
night,
group if
Tasha.
you'd like.
Good night, Chicken Beak. Nice to see y'all.
Judy's
for
laughing
coming.
like crazy.
Thanks, Tasha.
Always a pleasure to see her.
I know. Hey, you know what, Gary? I'll tell you, if anything, my girlfriend, when we first got involved with lives, we were very, very, I like to think we're very nice people, and we take a liking. When we get close to people, we tend to stay pretty close to them, and that's kind of the way we work, and I like to gain friends that way organically. But anyways, Judy, when I decided to stop going live for a little while after the monetization, and just kind of chill out and feel out what I was going to do next, Judy had mentioned, she really likes the engagement, and I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, she really likes you, Gary.
Why?
I'm telling you, like I wanted to lead it up to that. You know what I mean? I was just waiting for the talking to get to the point where it was like somebody was going to use the sound effect and be like, "Rich, get on with the story," and then drop the bomb, right? But it's true. She likes Gary. She does like her. She's got that southern part of her. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you is, did you see this scene here? Look at this. Look, put me on big screen. Look at on my wall of photos on my wall.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, so you know how people do the stickers, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as people join my memberships, I'm gonna have this where I'm like, join my memberships today and get yourself on the wall. Poof, and you'll have your channel and your logo and everything on the wall and stuff, and that'll stay. And so I'm gonna try and do something like that, but I fear that there's not enough wall space. You know what I mean? Because like I don't want to go much smaller than that. I want people to be able to kind of identify who people are, right? So
Why is
we'll
Gary's
see.
head bigger
But
than mine?
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. I knew he was number one. He was the first one. I gotta say. I thought you were gonna joke about that too. Honestly, when I first started building it. I put Gary over the photo over here. So hold on. I put him here, right? And I had you over the tree with your own spot. So I'm like, okay, now that should save the whole arguments of like, the spotlight deal. And I had him here. And I was like, okay, everybody's kind of got their spot, right? Like, that's what I started with. But here, Devil Dog, I'll help you out, man. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Just to help. Okay? You're
There
okay
you
with
go.
this,
I'm
eh? Jesus.
Well,
Hey, Devil Dog, who was that
What?
dead guy that was on the other night?
The who?
The dead guy.
Oh, Dead Broke Barbecue.
No.
The
Oh.
lazy
One guy that was
Acres.
sitting there like this.
The one that
Oh,
was
he was
asleep?
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Lazy
sleeping, remember?
Acres.
Lazy, yeah.
I put it on and went, that son of a bitch is dead. Nobody's paying attention to him. You better get CPR or something going on. That some bitch, he ain't breathing. Because I was looking at his chest and it wasn't going up. I said he had a massive heart attack right on live on Belt Loop 29.
That might cast a damper on things.
And everybody just kept talking. I said, oh, okay. That's what I said to you. Who's the dead guy?
Now I'm upset, Judy. He said you like Belt Loop, not me.
She didn't like you. He just said
What?
that she liked you. That's all. And I like her too. She's a nice lady.
It's just because you keep putting her up on the big screen and everything else.
Well, she got my ratings. And she got a pretty voice, and she's pretty, and she drives my ratings. So what's not to love? You know,
Hey, how'd you go with your second live today, Rich? Did you start?
Okay. So
What's the go there?
okay, so this is what happened. When I first started, before I went live, I did an unboxing right there at the creek with my fishing rod. Explaining that obviously I'm a fisherman, right? So I did the unboxing for my tripod, which is this thing here, which is.
Monopod.
You see this? So it holds, it's a 7-foot or 6-foot light stand that'll stand beside me now or behind me at nighttime with a USB charger. So I can put it up behind me and now I can fish at night, right? With a tripod.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're $60 Canadian. American, I think they're 40 or something like that. Like, they're not crazy expensive, but I thought, why not do a review of this before I'm going live, right? And then my live will be the trailer. So want to see this in action, live fishing? Check out my next video, my live video here. You see what I'm saying? So I thought of this. So we rushed down to Staples, bought this, go down to the fishing spot. I get Judy to hold the phone. Let me explain. Oh, hold on. This is
Judy. I'm laughing at Judy.
Oh, okay. So there was about the ground was littered with red ants. So we were right by and I didn't see this, right? We're just ready to get going. I got her with the phone. So I got track pants on and my shoes. I don't know, these ants are crawling up my pants, man. Like, they're crawling up everything. And I look down, there's over 30, 40 on my legs and 50 on my, okay, so I'm talking in the YouTube video. Like, I told Judy, don't take off the record. Just put it on. If I screw up, I'm just going to keep going and I'll edit it after. And she's okay. So we're doing this. Well, all of a sudden, what is going on? I take my shirt off. Judy looks down. We both look down. We are completely like swarmed in these red ants. And so, of course, I didn't want to stop the video. I didn't want to stop that. So we get all the ants off of us, and I finish it, and then I press live. And then that's when you guys seen us when we were fishing. So we get all the ants. So I already wanted to leave the area. I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, I got marks all over my body from them today, trying to do that. So anyways, then the phone, I didn't ignite the battery pack. So my phone dies while the stream's going on.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, and so the phone dies. Well, somebody had made a comment in the chat, and it said, hey, from Fishing the Dot, had said, hey, are you getting thunderstorm warnings in effect down there? And I had not looked at the weather yet, but I was going to check it out. So I look at the weather, and sure enough, we got a 60% chance, or should I say 60% of the region is going to see rain. And so I didn't bother with it. I'm just like, man, I got chewed by ants. I got rain coming in 2 hours. Like, my phone's dead. I'm out of here. I'm going home. And I rushed home to see if you guys were live, to figure out and set up this stream deck thing. And then my boss showed up, and he hung out at my house with his wife, and me and Judy and my boss hung out for about 4 or 5 hours. And then I come find yous. So yeah, that's kind of what happened.
I was watching you, and it went dead, and I'm like, well, maybe he'll come right back. And I kept looking, I didn't see you coming back, and so.
No, and usually it won't close the stream down. It'll just keep spinning and spinning until you go into YouTube Studio and tell it, right? Well, for whatever reason, when I got home, when I turned my phone back on, it plugged it in the battery pack, it turned back on. The stream actually ended on its own, and so I was like, "Whew, thank God." Because, you know, who wants a video that's spinning and spinning for like, you know, however way you get? Like, that sucks. You know, that's an editing right there. So, yeah, that's what happened. But I did do I think I did a pretty good job for the review. That's one of the tips that Dead Broke Barbecue gave me, you know, throughout it, what I got out of it anyways, is that whatever kind of niche that you're going after, how-to videos, you know, how to do this or how to do that maybe, or whatever, something of that seems to be the biggest trending thing, right? So I'm going to start trying to do relative kind of streamer how-to videos with the equipment that I'm using, so that people know what I'm using and what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I sent Dead Broke the song, which I'm wondering if I can share it.
Sure.
I wonder if I could share it.
So
Well,
you had, so Judy was there getting bit by ants, and she didn't even move.
No, she was holding the phone. She was holding the phone, recording me. I have it right here. I'll show. Look at.
Man, what a legend.
I don't have the. Yeah, she was holding the phone, recording me until I realized that there's ants all over us. You know, she didn't say anything. She was like
She's
just
a trooper.
being.
I would have ran.
Oh yeah, I know. She was literally just sitting there recording me until I found out. She already knew the ants were on her, but she didn't say anything because I'm talking, right? I'm literally talking at the camera. So, oh yeah, like I'm telling you, I got bites all over me, man. Bites all over me. I mean, all the way until we got home.
Belloop said he don't want you to raise your shirt. he wants Judy to come over there and do it.
I've been sitting in the same spot. My hands don't come close to the keyboard. You know, I ain't said nothing.
You
just
missed
sitting
the joke there. You missed the joke there, Belloop.
Yeah.
Gary.
You know, I thought maybe you'd figured out how to go into my name again and do it again.
No, you missed the shirt. I mean, you missed the joke.
Oh, I saw him lift his shirt, and I was thinking, you know, he may have been able to get more female viewers if he'd have done that. But, you know, it ain't my. Hey, I kind of like having the male viewers when they bring her on. So, you know, maybe they ought to have you without your shirt and her come in while you shirt. I don't know. I'm just sitting there. I'm just
I mean,
do
it's
it-
worth a shot, right? You don't know until you try it.
And do it all, and I'll film it. I'll film it in slow motion.
Yeah. As long as I get copies.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get copyrighted on that now. See?
What's going on, Jonesy?
Oh, I'm just playing with the camera. Hey, look out.
For a second,
Wonder if
I thought maybe you had a patty melon out there.
I will be right back.
It's getting dark. Like it's that time of night again. Where I'm waiting for the official window wave and the call. That's I can smell it. It smells good, whatever it is. That's getting cooked. But I'll just change that back.
Could
to
it be
there.
that thing out there that your wife wanted?
Sorry, what was that?
You told a story the other day about how your wife wanted a particular type of tree,
Yeah, that's the
And-
one. Yeah.
and that you got one in that place when you bought it.
That's it. We didn't even realise it was there when we. Yeah, she always. They're called jacarandas, and she always
Right.
wanted a jacaranda tree.
Well,
And
you said, didn't you say that they're fragrant trees?
yeah,
Could that be the scent that you're smelling?
no, they're not flowering yet.
Oh, well, never mind. I didn't say nothing.
The guy next door's got gas. That's what he's smelling.
So, Jonesy, I have a question for you, and it's something that has pondered on my mind. I know our time difference is a little different, but like, let's say I had a scheduled live, and it was, you know, a special event of some sort, and I'm playing music. Would you ever consider hosting the night as like the host stream, so to speak, like, you know, so that like the MC, the radio kind of guy in between my sets? You know what I'm saying? Did you ever
Yeah,
consider
well-
something like that, depending?
It, all depending on schedules and stuff. If it's like this week, I've got 3 days of meetings and interviews on Wednesday, Thursday, no, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm sort of time
Yeah.
forward. And my
Yeah.
schedule just changes very quickly. But yeah, mate, I'm up for.
If times work, yeah. I mean, if times can work
Yeah.
out. I mean, I would be more than willing. Like I like to leave things open so eventually, in some way, a schedule will tie together. You know what I mean? So
Like
I mean,
you're
if you're
live
up
this
for
morning, you're live when you went fishing today, whatever time of the day that was for you.
Yeah.
That was in the middle of the 2 a.m. or something here.
that, yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I'll figure. So just so I know for sure now, because I'm gonna write it down. What time is it right now for you?
20 past 5. So we're on the
Is that PM?
Australian, PM. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you go AEST, that is the time zone we're in. AEST.
Gentlemen, I'm going to get off. Time for me to hit the hay.
Mate, thanks Tom for dropping in,
Yep.
mate. You've been a
Jonesy, thank you.
Right.
Rich, take care.
Yeah.
Gary, be good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell Double Dog I said goodnight, and I'll see you tomorrow sometime.
all right, mate. If you need a hand with anything, just sing out with the audio.
Definitely will. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
mate. See you, bud. And then there was 4. But I only turned this on just before 3 o'clock for about half an hour, do a radio show to see how that would work. I was actually going to do the radio as a live and just talk to people, not have any guests on. And the music just, it was recording well here. I could record the music here well, and it was working well, but it'd be pointless for people to listen because it sounded terrible. But we
Huh.
might have fixed that problem.
I would definitely be willing to. I'll be interested to know what kind of gear you're using, because I imagine you're using some decent gear. It's not like you're lacking any experience in the sound audio. You know what I mean?
Well, I've just got the standard, the Rodecaster Pro. You know, everyone who was anyone was using a Rodecaster Pro doing podcasts and interviews. So I just jumped on that bandwagon, thought it was a product that was,
Yeah.
which was easy to use, very elegant. Hang on, let me get a picture of the desk for you. Where's my cameras?
Do I need to get me a Rodecaster Pro?
No, mate, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So that's basically the desk. 4 lines in, you know, like vocals, vocals off.
So
vocals
how was the audio going? Is it USB, or do you have it going into the sound card through the RCA or whatever junction? You know what I mean? The millimeter cable.
Yeah, the computer.
How does the sound go to the computer?
Yeah, via the
I'm assuming it's USB.
USB. Yeah, via.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's into the laptop. So I've got
So
another hard drive
is this
behind
live up
here.
there? Like, can I find this, or is it something you did on somewhere else, or is it? Can I go hear this? What you were
The
doing?
audio.
Yeah, the audio you were talking about. Like, was this live
Well-
this morning?
No. I was just this afternoon on this live that I'm on now. I just give up
Okay.
on the audio. So what I was doing was this, right? Just pretend if I had yous all muted. Hang on, let me just change the camera. If I turn that off there. Like if I had, I'll just mute yous all for a second. Oh. And what I was doing, I was going like. And that intro goes for about a minute, and then that intro would fade out, and then I'd say, "Hey, welcome to Australian Radio Indie," and blah blah blah, and I'd play something like this. If you can hear it, give me the thumbs up. So you couldn't hear the. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Let me go. Where are we? But yep. Did I get you? Unmuted? Yep.
Yeah, I can
So-
unmute myself. I could hear it just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, I wonder why. Like, you know how I used to play all the sound bites with Gary doing crazy stuff, and they all used to go through. I wonder why they're not going through today. Everything's the same. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe that's got to go to max. You can hear that.
Have you restarted your computer since yesterday or anything like that? Have you done anything like that? Did you turn it off? Did you?
No. Actually, this has been. Oh, I probably turned it off yesterday, but I wasn't too sure. Like, hear that sound? You can hear the air on that now. Can you hear background noise? Like, if I turn that down, that's a much.
No.
How's my voice here, and then how's my voice here? Is it much
No.
difference?
No.
No, well, that's the volume of the output. So, like, the volume of the output for the vocals, the volume for the output of the computer is up here, but in my ears I'm hearing, if I go up, I'm just getting this noise, which is probably you guys coming through. See if I mute yours, but let me turn that sound down on that so it don't blow my ears. Well, probably best to turn the sound down over here, so on my headset would be more sense. Then I was just playing songs, but they were.
So you're using just StreamYard, right?
Yep.
And you have your audio interface preference telling you that it's reading the board
Yep.
from
Sure is.
StreamYard.
Yep.
And your computer audio preferences, what is that on? Is that the sound card? It would be just your Mac sound card, right? You're using a Mac, I think I've seen there.
Desktop microphone, speaker, desktop. Yeah, everything's run through.
Through your streaming device or your audio device, right?
Can you hear that?
Very quietly, a girl
Yeah, well,
singing or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the StreamYard test to say sounds like you're working.
Is there any mute button on your board? Anything that might be on that board that you're using there? Is there anything on there that mutes the output sound? Or it sounds like,
Yeah.
because like,
No, it mutes. That's a mute. No, it's.
okay, on StreamYard, does your audio, do you have it on automatically adjust microphone volume? Or
No,
is it
it's
on
off.
set manual? It's off, right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, because I was wondering if that might be interfering with your volume control.
Well, I just turned the volume up to the max, but I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah,
I was
you're
leaving
fine.
it.
It didn't seem to make a
Okay.
difference.
Okay, well, do these people sound any clearer?
No. No, like I said, it almost sounds like it's only your microphone picking it up. Like,
All right. What if I mute? This, sorry, Pearl. This, if you're watching, but actually, I've got to get it out of that there. I'll mute my mic here. Oh, actually, I'll mute my mic here. So I'm muted.
I'm down to 478 hours.
what's that?
I'm down to 478 hours
Woo,
to
Gary, woo, Gary.
getting close.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Wow. But I didn't stream today, and that's okay.
You didn't?
You do a
Yeah,
24-hour, you'll take care of.
Holy Devil Dog's here. I forgot.
Yeah,
All this.
he'll be here.
That scared me. I gotta do that. I'm hiding.
That guy comes and goes. I don't know who he is. He's the Phantom.
Well, sometimes he's a ghost.
Well, that sound. Hang on, I gotta turn that up there. That's. Yeah, he's sometimes the ghost who walks, the Phantom. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm sure what I might do is the old-fashioned way. I'll turn everything
That's
off
good,
tonight.
Fred.
I'll turn everything on tomorrow, and we'll just see where all that goes. So, yeah.
Those are some good friends I once knew. They I still go over and visit him from time to time. But Hogleg and Takedown, great channel, great guys.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we could watch other people's streams, support them, help them. I was just curious.
Ooh. Wish I had that. Wish I had that heater here, Double Dog.
Oh, look at that!
I need that heater because it's cooling down right now. He's from the fire pits of hell. It's Devil Dog. How's that?
Man, I'm gonna have to make one now, just so that we can match. So we light up the whole screen. You know what I mean? So like it'd be super cool if we all had that. Cause then like Devil Dog starts this thing, and then the whole screen lights up. Everything's on fire. You know, the whole panel. I'd trip everybody out. I'd just lose it.
I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
It's 2:30. I can get to bed. It is 2:30.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go to bed here shortly.
Yeah. My dinner's it's that time of the night as well. But you going live again at midnight, Gary? Tomorrow?
That was passed about 2.5 hours ago. I may go
tomorrow.
I may.
Like tonight, yes. I mean, when you come home from work, you go
Right.
live.
I may. I'm lacking a little bit, and I do need to hit it a couple more times to make sure I get past it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll run a couple more for you tonight. We'll just.
thank you. I appreciate that.
That's all right. And is Devil Dog going live tomorrow night? I've seen a notification saying tomorrow's date at 10:40.
No,
He's going live. Is that PM or AM? No,
neither.
it's neither. So why am I getting that notification? What's going on?
I had mistyped it for tonight, but it was last night.
Okay.
He goes live every Saturday night from 7:40 to 9 p.m.
Yeah,
Because
but then when Gary gets done, I'll do it more when he gets his hours.
Yeah.
And I'll start
Yeah,
working
yeah.
on my hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
I'm
The
good.
next one, as soon as he gets
Hey.
his, the next one
I
will be
love-
Devil Dog.
I lost seven subscribers last night. 7.
What?
Yeah, I went from over 125 to 118 or something like that.
Well, you're at 119 right now. You're safely
right.
out though. And
Yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate everyone's support too. I
Oh,
really do.
wait. Did you, what the hell?
I don't know. You're the one speaking from that place. The fires of hell.
I forgot to take that off. Did you get your, custom URL set up?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did. So if I go to Australian Radio Indie, because I should have had that a long time ago. I thought I did it. So if I find that, does it come up? Like if I go back to
Yeah,
You
go to
should
your
be.
about. Hold on.
about, where are we over here? So switch account. Ooh, 291. That grew today, doing the live.
That's because I posted your other link, bud.
Good on you, mate.
Remember? They got onto me for spamming your link during Wendy's live.
All right. The radio station.
I posted it 3 times in a row, and somebody said, "Devil Dog's over there spamming links."
hey, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah, so if I go to YouTube
Good night,
right
Gary.
now, yeah, see you, Gary. Thanks for
Hi,
your
Gary.
support. So I'm on my channel now, but it comes up with the letters, not the Australian Radio Indie.
Okay.
It'll take a couple days
Go to
too.
customize
right?
channel.
I don't
No,
know how long.
I don't think he did it.
I
Oh,
thought I
maybe.
did. but I'm sure I read
on
it.
Australian Radio Indy. Go to customize channel.
Over the other side there, yeah. Oh, where am I? Your channel.
And then
Hang on, where am I? It's on the left-hand side, isn't it?
yeah, it's on your home page. And on the right hand side of your home page.
Oh, sorry,
Where-
mate. Blue. I'm looking at the fine print. Boom, 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 boom. Spinning the blue circle. Yeah, customize. Then it was. Let me think.
Go down to customization and then channel customization. Go to basic info. And then scroll down to custom URL.
Yeah, and see, custom URLs actually says Australian Radio Indie TV, and the URL, the other one says the letters. So what do I do here? I copy that, do I?
You'll have two of them. You'll have the original one that they had, and then you'll have your custom.
Yeah. So with the custom one, what do I do now? Because it's sitting there in custom.
And I wish you could get rid of that one and just keep the custom, but I don't know a way you could do that because I still haven't figured that out.
What's that?
So copy. So then I just copy that. Copy link to clipboard. That can't be good, is it? Anyway, that's all good. See, this channel has just been organic. Like this channel is just, I've just put bands up on this other channel, and other people have been.
Well, all I gotta say is, I come because I kind of like, if it's anything to help you in some type of encouragement way. But I've enjoyed being on certain occasions when, you'll break it up by showing bands or like, artists in Australia, stuff like that. I found that really cool. I thought that was a really cool element. I hope you keep doing that, because or even just any bands around the whole world. But
Yeah.
it's super cool. I thought that was a cool part of the the stream.
Shame I didn't take no video when Richard Fortas hung out with us for a couple of days from Guns N' Roses. Yeah, the guitarist.
Yeah.
The rhythm guitarist, which is probably now the lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses. Yeah, he was at a venue we were at. We got invited by their management to go there. It was just all radio people. And basically he took a shine to me for some strange reason, because he's super fit. He's a health nut, and I was the exact opposite. And he just said, "Where do you live?" And I said, 200 and something miles up the road, mate, at Lake Macquarie. And he goes, "Oh, where's that?" And I said, "Well, it's up on the coast, biggest saltwater lake in Australia." And he said, "Geez, I might get up there and see that." And I said, "Well, if you do, I'll get my mate's got a yacht, we'll go out for a sail." And he said, "I'll be up tomorrow." Man, he hung around for about 3 days. Had to kick the daughter out. You go stay with your friends. He's staying here because there's no motels in that town. But he's a lovely guy, and he still sends me emails and stuff. How you going, and how's life, and all that sort of stuff. Lovely guy, Richard Fortas. Really down to earth, family guy
Nice.
too. Yeah.
So what you got planned for tomorrow, Devil Dog? You got some editing? You got some videos you're working on? You got some things?
No.
What do you got? Mail calls? You always got mail calls, man.
I got
last time.
some mail calls.
Yeah, I was gonna say last
I can
time you
drop
told
a mail
me.
call right now.
I bet you could. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Last time you told me no, it was like not even a half an hour, 45 minutes prior to that, you dropped a video. I'm like, oh, okay. I know it. Now I know now I know how I should listen to Devil Dog.
Let's see.
Look how dark we are. Put the light on.
There you go.
Are
Milk call
those
done.
birds at my place or are they your place?
That's
just dropped it.
hilarious.
Those birds
I
at
knew
my
it.
place.
See, and I'll bet you got another one too.
I got another one.
Yeah.
I got 2 more that I haven't made videos yet.
You know, you can schedule posts, right? Schedule videos, but like
Yeah, I
put
do.
them private and don't public them until like
Yeah.
you know.
That's what they are now. Well, I
Yeah.
got one left that's private, but I got 2
Oh,
more
okay,
mail calls
perfect.
back here.
Perfect.
Just stickers.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna be I'll be sending a whole bunch of stuff. I had to get these dang iron-ons. I don't know where the other pack went, but I realized that the white ones, I have white iron-ons and I have black iron-ons now, but apparently the white iron-ons you have to, like, white color is one side and black color is the other side, and I didn't know this. So somebody sent me an email and was like, hey, can you send the directions next time? Because I screwed up my patch, and you know what I mean. So I was like, oh man. So yeah. So now I gotta send some more out and send them with the instructions and print out the instructions so I can send them in a to make sure people.
What's that, Spotlight, Jonesy?
Yeah. I usually it's just a torch. Like,
Oh, wow.
just sit it there and aim it at my face when it's dark like this, and all you see is this ugly mush. But yeah, that,
So did you
yeah.
have to send it back out, Rich?
What's that?
You had to send it back out?
Send what back out?
The
Sorry.
not the stickers, the
Oh yeah,
iron-ons or
the
whatever.
iron-ons. No, I got to yeah, I got to send out. I got 2 boxes of them. These are the iron-ons here. I'll show you.
So I'm going to shut this down in about 3 minutes. We're still live, by the way. If you didn't realise.
Oh yeah. But you see these?
Yeah.
So these are
Yeah.
for whites, right?
Uh-huh.
And these are the black ones. Well, I did not realize that the black ones had been gone. And they're actually really good quality. Like, they work really good. And it's super, I think it's about $20 for 15 of these or something like, or sorry, there's 5 sheets here, but you can put up to 4 logos on one sheet.
Uh-huh.
So you can do 20 logos for about $15, something like that. And it only cost $1 or whatever, or 2, maybe 3 to send it to one of your fans, and they could wear this on a podcast, right? Like, they can wear it,
Yeah.
support it, do a mail call. It costs for costs you $4. And so people that can't afford to pay $50 for a sweater from a store,
Yep.
you can hook them up this way. But the black ones, these ones, you can see they're printed faced up. The white ones you have to print face down apparently, and so the person didn't know that. I guess I did a video back in the day and explained what the white ones are, and they thought the black ones were the same, and it's not. So yes, if I'm gonna do that, why not, right? I mean, you're gonna give somebody something. At least I should have a properly educated video on how to use it, and or provide them with instructions on too, right? So I'm gonna make sure to send them out again.
All right, so we've
What is-
got 50 odd seconds to go. So I've got my sound up to maximum, which you hear in all the background stuff come through the mic as soon as I talk. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, thank you for having us up here. I don't know if you're
No,
interested
thanks
in
for
hanging
popping
out
over.
for 5 minutes after or something for a minute, if you'd like. I don't
yeah,
know. It's up
yeah,
to you.
I haven't- yeah. Well, I'd like
If
to
not,
thank
me and Devil
every-
Dog will take over your stream for a little bit here.
That's all right.
I just
like to
finished an
thank-
energy drink and I want to play.
Every
I want
all
to
you
play
lovely
with our
people out there.
toys. I want to play with my
so-
toys.
We're counting down. Thanks everyone for putting up with this for the last couple of minutes or hours or however long you've been here. But thanks again.
Cheers, everybody.